Finally. All right.
I grew for my own seats from what happened last year.
So a little bit of technical difficulties. Didn't want to log it. We're in now. We're good. Yeah, you should have, but you didn't. All right, so we're live audio. So a little bit of technical All right. Whew, okay. Why so serious? Glad you came. Hi, how's it going? I see somebody else. Paranormal. Good morning. Whew. So we are still getting some things set up. Hopefully we'll be rolling really quickly. Cause like I need shit and stuff. Stuff and shit. So where is my other book? I've got too much stuff. I got way too much shit.
Are you managing it from your tablet?
Huh?
You're managing it from your tablet?
Yeah. We do like the talking, or not the talking, the whatchamacallit? Chat, yeah, that. Morning, Dragon. Be here shortly. Sure, that's what they all say. So, let me get some music going. Oh my god, my eyes are getting my eyes are getting so much worse. I need playlists. Play. So at least there's some kind of music going.
You alright? You pierced the toast? Is that what
I have no clue what he's talking about or why, or any of those things. What? From birdcage, you broke the toast.
Oh, the line!
Alright, so, I don't see a thing to delint. Yeah, I need to delint. I am linted. So, for the record, up to you, but video can see you from there if that's more comfortable for you to sit.
Can or can't?
Can.
Oh, okay.
It's very far off in the distance, but it is catch. I just don't know if the audio will.
Oh, probably not.
Joy.
Oh my god, que riquísimo.
Very glad, Paranormal Witch, that you have been inspired, and glad we can inspire you to do that, but it's all you. You know that. I'm thinking, too, when the audio comes on, we might could just move the whole chair up here if it's more comfortable.
Yeah, it's so low to the ground.
It is, but it's more comfortable.
May I set this on here?
Ooh, shit. Yeah, this is just a working table.
Okay.
It's not secret.
It's not thick.
And you can switch the chairs, too, if you need a back.
I think I'll be okay on it. Will it go down? If I sit on it? Yes, it will. Okay.
Yeah, it does for me, too.
Here you go, Chandra.
There you go. Thank you.
Y'all want me to bring the fruit in here and cheese?
I don't think there's room for
Or
it.
you go to the kitchen? Or I could set up one of those trays.
What?
I could take it to the kitchen. Anybody want something?
I feel all linty and stuff.
I'm linty too. I gave up trying to fight that a long time. Like, get the fuck away from that.
Yeah, he's got the windows open as we did our cleansing.
Should I watch my language?
No.
Okay.
Nope, we are not for kids. Sorry, guys. I forgot one thing. And now I just forgot what that one thing was.
Go away, you winged bastard.
What in the world was that? What was it going to do? The one fly in the house, really?
The one fly likes mimosas.
Yeah, I'll knock my drink over. What was I going to do? Like, oh, this is going to freaking driving me insane.
Well, you were delinting yourself.
Yeah, I was delinting. I'm like, oh, let me go get it. I was all excited. And now I'm like, how was I gonna go get it? Then as soon as I sit my ass, oh, I know I'm getting. I knew that. Are you going to join the party or not? Hey, if you want to bring another one of the back chairs for you, if you can. Oh shit.
Careful.
Oh, you're on the inside. Get out, nasty. Did I print it? I only printed one copy. Huh. Maybe I'm out of paper. I don't know. It's been a fun day already.
Yeah.
And it's hot in here now.
It is warm. It's Florida.
This is why we don't turn the video on first.
because of this.
Just,
Because of all this.
we get lost.
Ugh.
And I have to pee.
I really want to watch Tu Wong Fu and Birdcage.
Okay. All right, let me catch up to what everybody's talking about. Whew. Children and husbands are hard to get moving. Yeah, that's probably always. No, Joy. Joy sweet. Dragon's delayed. Yeah, we're still in the witchy room. We are not doing outside until it cools down. Just not gonna happen.
The chairs are rested. Chairs are rested.
Are they? Oh, they are.
On the bottom.
Because you left them in the garage last time you and Joy were out there cooking.
Dun dun dun.
Where's the labor? Where's the labor?
I don't know why he's got a stack of shit there either. Oh wait, that's mine. Those are his.
Did you by chance see or get a hold of the? I don't know if you probably mentioned it or not. Hocus Pocus Tarot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I have a collection of all the the officials. They're not good for reading though. But
It's like
they're
Pokemon cards are great for collecting.
Yeah. It's a good excuse.
Yes, they're pretty.
I mean, I'm full of excuses, but. It is currently 85 degrees outside right now at 10:40 a.m.
Which in Florida means it's already 100.
The real feel is 98. The high today is 93, but the feel will be 103. It has been hot as absolute balls. And those can get really hot if you don't know. Just in case. So 1040. All right. I'm also using different contacts and I cannot see with them very well yet. What are you doing? Oh, about to need a refill already.
Yas. I'm taking it slow.
Yeah, we should. I should anyway too. So today we're going to talk about some books that we're still reading. So if you have a book you've been reading, I don't know if you're on a YouTube channel, whatever. Recent events and changes. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about shadow work. We'll talk about Podcraft, which is something we're going to start doing soon. We have 2 really good news articles we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about fall equinox, our little weather forecast for the week. Crystals is a big topic today, and prepping.
Crystal.
2 completely separate topics, so it's exciting. Then I think we'll do tarot. I'm not 100% sure if we're going to do tarot day. I would assume we do because everybody wants to see it. But
Everyone likes a little tarot.
yeah.
I saw it too!
The floor's like leaning.
Floor's
Are you
not
sure it's
leaning.
not you?
It's
I
the
haven't had my
chair.
medication.
The mimosa's already hitting him and he hasn't even taken a sip!
That chair leans forward. Like it pushes you forward in a weird way. We might have to let VG out.
Did I just see something running around?
Iris.
How did you leave her out? She's okay.
What?
Did you leave her out or did she escape?
Who?
Iris.
I don't think Iris ever was put up.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
No,
She's
you
a
asked if she
velociraptor.
escaped. She didn't escape.
She can
didn't go
open
out.
doors like raptors.
The problem is if she got out, so did the others.
True.
Well, she's a witch.
Hello, sweet
Iris
girl.
is a witch.
Iris is a witch.
Hello, sweet girl.
All right. What do I want to get started first? Before we get this video on.
I might give this hair to Chother. To Dragon.
Oh my God! You might. There's a wooden chair over there.
Okay.
If you'd rather sit in that, and there's space over there too.
Oh, you know, I'm kind of like that energy over there.
Just
today.
step over the cord.
Oh well.
You want to
This
walk
is-
behind me?
Put your drink down first. How about that?
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
This is me we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he knows how I feel when he gets. I would just leave the freaking chair.
Nope.
Oh, God.
God, the noise that thing makes.
Oh, there is a wooden one.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I just
Oh.
told you that.
I like the wooden ones.
I do too. I should have just sat in that one. They're more comfortable to me. These push you forward too much for me.
Do they? I need to be pushed forward sometimes. Good lord.
Where was that? Okay, I think that's everything. Oh, that's what I was doing. Incense. So, last week we made a couple of blends, which was fun. Morning, Ziggy! We have the most amazing and beautiful Ziggy of the Star Crushes. Where's my lighter? Bitches. There's the electric one, but it's a piece of shit for this.
Which one do you need?
I need a lighter, a real lighter.
Oh, real lighter.
Need a real lighter. Do you get a drink? If you want a drink, we have not a lot for. Well, let me not even offer mimosa just in case. Because it may not be any orange juice left by the time you get here.
But there would be champagne.
But we have champagne, and we also have the ability to
Champagne.
make a non-alcoholic mixed drink, which are pretty good.
Blue Moonlight Sky.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what Blue Moonlight Sky is?
I know what the drink is, but it's disgusting, and I don't know why you would say it right now.
Hey, Ziggy!
That's the question. Ziggy, 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 can't you see? Yes, extraordinary. Extraordinary. Florida needs to stop PMSing. Yes, it does.
Florida's weather's offensive.
It is hot. It is hot, hot, hot outside. It is disgusting.
There we go.
Sneak some
See how fast that
champagne one
gets on
time.
there. Ah! That was almost instant. It's already better than Facebook.
Yeah? Sorry.
Twitch is pretty delayed too.
Oh, that was good. Thanks.
Ooh, are we allowed to talk about the social media whip app that we have signed up for?
Whip app.
Which app I meant? Oh my gosh. The live one?
Yes.
Which Book Live?
Yeah.
Isn't that what it is? That was pretty cool. There's not people on it yet, but
Let's talk about it. It's
they
still in
fixed
beta,
a lot
but it's
of the
open.
zinks. I mean the kinks. Oh my god. Okay, this is the only one.
Yeah, I think we need to switch glasses. You got like a double.
Well, we didn't have any more of the champagne ones.
All right. I don't know that we should call circle this time. We might be out of swords.
Better be safe than sorry.
Yeah, you're right. It is like swimming through the air, and I've said that for years. But you know, where I'm from in Virginia originally, it was the same way up there. You could get to that kind of humidity, but down here, oh my God, it's absolutely freaking terrible.
The fish are saluting us on the street. It's so humid outside. Like
Right?
they're just like, "Hi, neighbor."
All right. Do you want to? So what we normally do is we just each do a one section and pass it around until it's done, except for this last one.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Sure.
And participate?
Sure.
I'm going to start this time, and then I'm going to pass it around to Rook, and we'll
Yeah,
go in
or
circles
just go this
because he
way.
always starts it.
Okay.
So just go this way.
Okay.
That would be the
I'll
natural
go
order. of things.
sunwise.
You're mean. You're not getting another thing.
If there's any left.
Me? You might as well just drink it out the jug. Just pour the bottle into the orange juice jug and tip it back. The alcoholic. Hear me, friends and ancestors from the east. Hear my voice, carried on the air of clarity and truth. Watch over us as we cast our circle of safety and love.
See me, friends and ancestors from the south. See my flame of passion and creation seared into the energy of the universe. Watch over us as we cast our circle of limitless possibilities.
Let's take off this little.
It's my cousin.
Feel me, friends and ancestors
like it.
from the west. Feel my love, fear, sadness, and joy washed into the waters of the rivers of compassion. Watch over us as we cast our circle of connection and motion.
Reach me, friends and ancestors from the north. Reach my feet and hands, the earth in my toes and work of my fingers. Watch over us as we cast our circle of the earth.
Know me, friends and ancestors from the aether. Know my intent, know my heart, and know my spirit. Watch over us as we ask you all to join us in perfect love and perfect trust. Second to last.
Hear, see, feel, reach, and know that the circle is safe, the circle is comfortable, the circle is sacred, and the circle is cast.
With one exception of the allowance of Heather to walk through when she comes because she's in the parking lot.
Yes.
All right. Oh, I forgot the noise.
Dragon dancer.
Forgot the noise. Oh. Well, that made it easier.
She's a dragon dancer, a dancer for magic.
Oh no, doggos.
Get out.
Hey,
Hello.
how did she get out?
Did you know?
Ma and Iris were not put up.
Oh, okay. Well, both of them now.
Ma petite, come here. Come here, ma petite. Come here. Come here.
She's a little rat dog.
You want some champagne? No, I'm just kidding.
Would you like some champagne?
Some champagne? This is fun having people over. I like doing it this way.
It's always fun when you do stuff like this and you have guests.
Yeah, it's a lot
Yeah.
of fun. Oh my. Wow. Oh, that is
They
too
will come out later.
freaking cool.
Can I hold the chihuahua?
That is too freaking
I don't know if she
cool.
wants to or not. She's kind of excited right now.
Where does one find something
I got it
similar?
online, but these are made in Ukraine.
That is so pretty.
That is beautiful. Look how dark the handle is.
Oh, that's funny. Joy's like the dog.
What is that? Oh, you're gonna have to go up.
The dogs will bark. Like, yes, we are aware.
Can we pet? Can I pet the chihuahua?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna put her up. I thought they were all put up. I was unbeknownst to me that two were not.
I think they should be put up.
Yeah, I think so.
At this point.
You should.
Little
Yeah, but-
teeter bug.
Come on, you gotta just for like 45 minutes or so.
Yeah, until
so,
they call calm down.
But you can sure pet her.
Oh,
I got to hold a three-legged chihuahua.
Oh.
that's cute. I don't know why, but that's cute.
Was its name Peggy?
Ooh.
Hi, chihuahua.
Baby Eileen.
I need to make room.
Is there
Septarian.
something for me?
Yes. We have an extra. Where did it go? Did he take it back?
We'll figure it out. It's all right.
He brought it out
That one
here.
over there. If you want to be super comfy, it swivels.
Yeah. And that actually still catches on the
And you
camera
can be
now.
on camera with that one.
Yep. And then when the doggies come out, they'll be able to come over there and see you without.
And then they can sit in the chair with
But
you.
But
they'll
we
want
also
to
had a
sit
chair.
I wanted a chair over here though.
They'll want to sit in your lap,
Where did the white chair go?
They like to sit in your lap.
back at your workstation.
Why did you put it back? We need it. He brought it over and I thought he was going to leave it over here and then he took it back.
Because you said you could put that one back if you want to, so I wanted to, so I did.
I'll go get it.
Oh, the chaos.
Mira, 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 mira,
Oh.
mira.
Yes, Sunday mimosas.
Yes.
Everybody pour it up and get what you have.
like some people I know, Bradley, I go with the easy route.
There you go.
There you go.
That's
That's
actually
perfect for you.
The most comfortable
Would
chair
you
in the
like a
house.
mimosa?
Sure.
I
I,
mean,
probably don't
Really?
need one, but I'll
Really?
have
You're gonna
one.
get up anyway and get a mimosa? You could have done that and got the chair.
Mimosas
I
are
don't need one, but I'll have one.
Hey, Brad. Brad. Thanks. terrible. All right, I think it's video time anyway.
You never finished your last words.
Did it? Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, he did the circless cast.
Oh, okay.
The last one is the undo.
Oh, okay, never mind.
The undo. The reversal. It's hot in here.
It's okay.
It's my fault. I'm the sun.
Might as well.
Salute the sun!
I worked outside.
Yes, definitely
most of the
visible
day
on video.
yesterday, So
It is Sunday after all.
He's like, where is Victor? I can't see him on there.
I can't see myself.
are you a vampire now?
It's not a mirror.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but in
Well, I guess
some-
technically it is. There's a mirror in there
Yes,
somewhere.
Oh, that's true.
That's how they do the thing. Yeah. That's why vampires didn't show up on cameras and stuff.
See a
It's all
floating
right.
blob of clothes and nothing.
Stupid. That's hilarious. I don't want to wait for Brad, so. My God, my eyes are terrible. Enesh, I think I said hi already, but I'm glad you're here. Nice to see you. See if I missed anybody. I don't want to miss anybody because that's a bad person. V, hey V, I didn't see you in there, so hi V.
That's me.
Oh, that's you. Why are you in there waving then?
I wanted to say hi to the chat.
Hi to chat. That's funny. Like, who the hell's V? It wasn't V before, was it? There was more words there.
No, that's my Google thing.
Ah,
That's
okay.
why. No, I'm Mystic Manny or Mystic.
I think it took 10 times before I believed that she was actually dragon dancing. So. I was like, where's Heather? I'm like, I'm right here.
I'm as bad as Dracula. I have too many names. Like to blend in with like society and centuries time.
Did you know that I actually have a YouTube channel?
I didn't.
Wow.
It's just videos of all of our animals.
Yep.
That's
Well,
fun.
they're not even all of them on there yet. Just some of them.
It's going to take a while to get them all.
Once upon a time, I used to do that. Well, granted, it wasn't on YouTube. It was just me filming all the time with animals, and I was obsessed. Steve Irwin was my
Maybe
idol.
after this video, I can show you all of my YouTube videos.
Yes, we should.
And what are we burning?
This is
Everything.
a little bit. Yeah, we will burn everything at some point. But this is a little bit of the leftover from the air class that Joy did that we made. I think I just dumped a whole bunch. Oh, Steven.
I'm like,
I was like, where didn't is Joy coming? How's
I
it
think I was
going?
having a smoke before I came in.
Is Joy supposed to be coming?
We don't know. When we asked Joy, Joy answered very innocuously.
Joy's busy.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think she's doing her class
Heather and
stuff.
I have
She's in the chat though. She's talking, saying hi in the chat.
Joanne?
Joy, come join us. We miss you.
Yes, this is the new merch shirt. This was actually just an attempt at shirts.
I need one.
I know, this is like, came out of the Malice experience, but
Of course, I'm sitting there singing like big kicks and I can.
everybody is.
You other witches can't deny.
I don't know where to go from there, so I just stopped.
Yeah, that's
point
where I
of the
stopped
song.
too because I'm like, wait, I don't know where I'm going.
Plenty of drinks and stuff out there, and there's a tray of food, cheese, and stuff if you want it.
And
It's
coffee.
free-game.
I make
And
coffee. I can make. Do you want mimosa? Sorry, I was with.
Yeah,
Okay.
he doesn't drink if he's gonna be driving.
We could do.
So we can make a non-alcoholic.
we could do the seed lip.
They have non-alcoholic.
Yeah. We could try.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
All right. So obviously it's not just Rook and Salann today. We have
Hello.
a gaggle
Or
of
hello.
geese. That was kind of creepy. A
This is
psychotic,
fun.
psychotic goose.
I miss my
Psychotic.
goose. I used to
They're
have
all
one.
psychotic. What are you talking
That
about?
is a good point. They are very psychotic.
They're great guard pets.
I've seen like there was a lady that was I think she was at a wedding and like it literally attacked her, ripped her dress into shreds, and they were doing it like by a lake or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, those things are freaking evil.
When I worked at a nuclear plant during our outage, the only lost time injury we had was a security guard who got attacked by a goose and broke his leg.
A goose.
That's hilarious.
I mean,
Big
See, and
Canadian goose.
that's why Wawa uses goose as their symbol because they're evil people underneath. It's like the Umbrella
They're very
Corporation.
evil.
I'm not kidding y'all. That's the truth. So in our normal process, we'll start. I mean, I think we have some new people in here that aren't always in. So introductions are probably appropriate if you want.
Oh, you're looking at me.
I'm Salann. And Heather.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
And anybody else who wants to introduce himself?
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Perfect.
Your dog girl today? Okay.
Perfect.
Wasn't I Chihuahua last time?
Yes, I believe you were.
I
You can
think-
be
You can
Chihuahua
be
today,
Chihuahua
too.
again. There's nothing wrong with that.
You may have seen me wave in chat IMV or Victor.
That's funny.
I'll probably stay Chihuahua for the video.
Squeaky
Your
silence.
squeaky silence today, you're going to lurk in the corner? Okay.
Well, just for the record, too, if you sit on any of the chairs behind us, they pick up on video. So,
Just an FYI.
just so you know.
I may take a seat.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to be squeaky silence. You can
Yeah.
talk.
There's no requirement.
All depends on if the little one
She's been good so
has
far.
to be escorted out.
This smells so good.
It does, I like it.
A full house of fun and love, indeed.
Oh, yeah.
And a pissed off Samoyed
I wish we could show. We'll have to show it later. We finished our painting,
yeah.
so we no longer have a cream wall surrounded by purple and black walls.
Yeah.
Looks
It is stunning.
better. I like
We
it.
picked colors for our kitchen and our living room too. Since we can't really afford to do any remodeling, painting's the next best thing, right?
Yeah.
So we're going with
Yep.
the green that you had, like the green that you share with your room. It's something similar, but it's got a more gray tint to it because we're going to use it for the cabinets. We're going to do the lower cabinets in this greenish color, like this real nice foresty green. The uppers in a, I think it's called carbon copy gray. The back is going to be black.
Nice.
And then the living room we're doing in deep Merlot, I think it's called, or deep wine. It's like this reddish, purpley reddish color.
Chihuahua, would you like coffee with a lot of cream and ice?
Later.
Later, okay. Do you want some coffee now?
I still have my coffee.
Okay. Tell me
Um,
when you want some. Go make it.
Well, we will, bro. Trust me. So earlier on, we talked a little bit about what we're planning on doing today and going over. I think, as we always start, we kind of talk about what books or what things we're doing and or reading, or watching, or learning, or teaching, or whatever. You're teaching me a lot.
I'm teaching lots of people lots of things.
Yeah, I know. We did a field trip, and you should see it now. They didn't clean anything out back there. It's worse.
Oh.
I don't know if they just stopped working on the house. They do like a week, and then they stop for a month. Then they do a week, and then they stop for a month.
Did they just like stop doing
Yeah.
what to do next door then? Or like, let's go?
It's probably a different company, I'm guessing, but the
It
ones
could be.
behind us, like you can see, it looks like somebody threw a baseball through. They're like vandalizing it,
Oh.
so they need to get it done.
Oh my god.
But they didn't clean it, so
That's
like
cool.
stuff out there's like 10 feet tall, 20 feet tall now. It's like huge.
Oh, we'll have to check.
Yeah.
I hope they put a protection around it and those people are cursed.
Oh, I
That's
plan on
so
going
rude.
over there with a shovel and putting some stuff in their ground here soon.
Oh, I did that to the house they built.
We're gonna be. I want. We're gonna
We
be
won't
digging
talk
and making
about
this.
that,
Well, yeah, that's
I mean, the
that's
people
next
that
week's
threw
show.
the rock through the window, they need to be cursed
Oh, yeah,
for doing
those two.
that. Yeah.
So, I mean, I finally finished the Occult Sciences. Have you ever read this?
No.
It's terrible. This is one of those. No, so it's not really terrible. It's actually a pretty good book, but it's one of those books where it's like one paragraph to say one sentence. Like instead of, go down the street and turn left, it's you'll want to ponder down the road on the left side until you've reached the end and make a little bit of a turn, except when the air is green and purple and it's vibrant, and then go left. I'm like, okay, you
Wow.
don't really have to do all that shit.
Wait, what?
I
You have
know,
to fill
right?
the pages.
We're both
But I've talked.
loquacious.
Yeah, I've talked about it every week, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. The main thing is, it's really good if you want to know a little bit about a lot of things. It gives a real good intro to a lot of stuff. But some of it is very, very judgy.
So it's like touching on a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and it goes into like the white magic and black magic, which I'm not a fan of how it presents it, but the information within this chapter is pretty cool. And then it goes into mesmerism, and the most fun part was modern spiritualism, because this was written in like 1858. So modern spiritualism then, it's like neat to see like they had the same problems we're having. Nothing has changed.
Which is sad.
Nothing has changed. But it's a pretty good book. I would recommend it to somebody who's been in the occult but wants to kind of add some color to some of the things that you know. So, would I recommend this to a beginner? Not even a little bit. No. And it's not because of what's in it. It's just because it's like it's not necessary. Like, do you really want to learn about mesmerism in the beginning and all that kind of stuff? Like,
Maybe.
it doesn't. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
as a reference, maybe at some point in the future.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that and the other thing too is like the thing that makes me think about not a beginner is it's written in that judgmental tone where if you're not familiar with it, you might start being judgmental in your tone too.
Yeah.
So like it basically says like you shouldn't do black magic because it's devil worship, and I'm like, not really.
Well, I like black magic. It's
About
fun.
that.
Like, I do actually like the
That's
devil
one of my
worship
top
part of it.
tattoos.
Yeah, but so it gets really weird because it judges it that way, and I'm like, we're okay with that. So, but anyway, it's a good book. You just have to use your mental faculties. This would not be a book that I would recommend to the dude that like does bad stuff. I was gonna say go into a different story, but I'm not going in there right now because it's not that kind of
I'm
podcast.
confused now. The dude that does bad stuff, which one?
The one that was in the news that murdered people
Oh.
and all that stuff. I just don't want to get into that. kind
Whack
of stuff.
Job's gonna.
It was
whack
very
job.
vague at first, so I thought
Exactly,
immediately
that's
you
so
meant
true.
Florida Man.
Everything's Florida man.
Well,
Everything's Florida
that's
Man.
very true.
The dude
You know,
that does bad stuff.
Florida man's a cryptid. He just goes around and possesses people.
He's like the Wendigo. He's
Mhm.
just the spirit that.
He attacks Wendy's with alligators.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is
And
my
his
favorite.
girlfriend with chicken.
And eats faces off people on the highway.
We were down there when that happened.
That's
Ooh.
terrifying. I
We
was
were
in
like
we were in
a-
Virginia. I
We were
think.
like a mile away from that incident.
Oh.
Gary was biking to work.
But unlike the Wendigo, Florida Man can go anywhere. Wendigo's only stuck up in the north.
That's creepy.
in the icy north.
Well, maybe he's just Florida's like
Unless there's
Swamp
geographical
Wendigo.
variance.
Huh?
tropical
Unless there's
Wendigo,
geographical variance.
It's like the swamp ape.
Yeah.
It's tropical Bigfoot.
which is very different from swamp ass.
Yes.
The other book
Although
I'm
apparently he does smell like swamp ape.
apparently he does. The other book I'm reading right now is Uncle Satnick's Essential Guide to Left Hand Path. This is an absolute recommended must read. The first
You want me
like,
to show it up?
20 pages, if you want to, like 20 pages in, 10 pages in, it's probably one of my favorite books. You don't have to be a left hand path even to do it. Just the way that it talks about the psyche and working on goals and stuff to be your own person. It's really cool. Very, very, very good
I
stuff.
go into it.
I haven't had any time for reading anything lately.
That angle works.
I mean, it took me probably a month to read this one, at least. And I'm a fast reader, just because we've been so like wound up in other things, and I spent a whole day hungover. Dude, the wine from the Hangar 41 winery is amazing. Have y'all ever been there? It's not expensive and it is good. It's like they brew it all there. And then with Joy, we talked about, and if anybody else is local, we want to get a group together and go there. And you actually you pick your grapes, you can mush them, you do the whole thing, you do
Oh, that's
everything,
cool.
and you make the wine, and she keeps it there for you.
Nice.
So,
That is cool.
yeah.
to
Anybody
go
else
make-
reading anything?
I am. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I read menus.
Menus.
Don't know if that counts.
No, I'm mostly audiobook.
I want to try some of those, but I tried that. Oh, I forgot one of the main ones, and I could not get it.
I just
to
space
download.
out almost immediately.
But I would
Yeah.
love to do like audiobooks.
See, I audiobook because I drive a lot.
That's yeah.
And so I use YouTube and audiobook a lot of things.
I do too. Like I'm driving a lot. Well, not recently, lately for work, but I usually am driving a couple hours at least. But even that, it's like, oh, the audio, and I'm like immediately, hey, look at that plant, look at that tree, look at that, and I just don't pay attention.
Not loud either, but
Yeah.
Ah.
But I've used what do you call it? Just the browser will read to you in some instances. PG's mad. Go ahead.
So this. Okay.
He's really excited about that book.
I love this book. I'm still reading. Gosh, I can't get my Lords of the Left Hand Path by Stephen E. Flowers. I'm only at about page 50, and that is the section on Hinduism. Have to be real careful. I haven't been saying right words today.
That's all right.
Section
I'm like that every day.
on Hinduism and the Left Hand Path, and it's just really awesome.
BG punching the door.
Next
Apple
is
is trying to break
section is Buddhism and the Left Hand Path. It's very, very, very interesting. So far, I recommend for the learning part of it. It's been really, really cool. And Dragon recommended. Didn't you get a book on heathenry that Dragon
Yeah, The
recommended?
Way of Fire and Ice.
Didn't you get one that she recommended?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I just don't
That's
remember
the one
name.
I've been reading, but have not gotten through yet because too many things going on.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
I wish I could read like an hour every day, but I just can't.
Well, we
Like,
can if we
find
make it a
time.
priority. There's other things right now that are taking a little bit of precedence over that, so it cycles. Like we go up and down.
Like I think last month I read like 3 or 4 books in like 2 weeks, and then this past I haven't had time for anything.
Yeah. Well, in lieu of books, like I said, you've been showing me a lot of the stuff even in the backyard we're working on. I haven't quite got to that point yet, but I really want to pull some crabgrass and dry the roots because I want to use crabgrass in a spell of things that like to curl around other things and kill them.
Well, if you don't have enough in your yard, our yard's full of it.
Yeah, we got plenty. We got some.
I wish I could showcase the one book that I got. It was a while ago. A while ago would be like a couple months or so. But it's because I've really been trying to touch in more of my indigenous ancestors. And I seldom see anything on the Taino in the Caribbean.
Never even heard of it.
Right. So they're basically the indigenous people of... They connect to Central America, South America, parts of North America. And... the book that they had was mostly on their lore, and I really liked one of the things in there because it was like the world tree, very similar to like you would see world trees in other traditions, and there were like planets and stuff hanging from it, similar to other traditions as well. And there were also fruits, and that's what the gods or the deities or whatever of their culture would eat or would use as nourishment, and then they would do stuff, and how life came from that. It was just really fascinating.
Oh my god, I would love to learn about
Really
that.
fascinating how all the cultures end up with the same kind of basic things like that.
Aliens.
Of course, the problem is.
I'm telling you, like I really am
fell
starting to
asleep
believe
watching
more.
Ancient Aliens last night.
Like
No, you didn't.
I did because I put it on after I woke up for the 3rd time last night. So yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
But I'm not kidding. I think the aliens. There's something came from another world. We did not start here.
They influenced
See,
it.
I was trying to be nice and let you fall asleep to Will and Grace last night.
Doesn't matter. Does it? There's a meme that I saw the other day. It's really funny. It talks about history in the daytime versus history in the night. Like it is so funny. It's just like the same picture with aliens all over.
I've seen that one.
And it's
Not
so
mine.
true.
Incredible.
So true.
Do you want me to let VG out?
I think we probably have to.
Yeah.
Tina and Finn will argue for a little bit, but they'll calm down. So you'll hear a little bit of barking, but
Just let VG out only.
if you can.
That's alright. We all get puppies.
If the chihuahuas get out, I'll try to catch one
Well,
of
go
them.
sit on those chairs back there. If they get out, and they'll probably hop up in your lap. In
Yeah,
a
they
couple
will.
minutes.
So get ready to get in one of those chairs for a chihuahua.
Then I can steal the chair you're in.
Hi, baby girl.
Hi, wife, Flappy.
girl.
Yeah, why don't you go sit in one of those back chairs?
Punching the doors. She will punch. The door's almost disintegrated.
Oh my god.
She's with the floor is curled up and ripped up. She's got the floor and up. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Puppy's right here.
Yeah.
Did one of the chihuahuas get out, do you think?
No, doesn't seem like it.
When we had
out of luck.
we were fostering greyhounds a few years ago, and when they got annoyed about being locked in a room, like when we were gone or something, they would chew
Yeah.
the doors. We still have chew marks all down a couple of the doors, praying because we ain't crazy. Crap.
Oh, there they go howling. They were howling.
They'll go again. It's so funny if they get going.
In a few minutes, are we letting the chihuahuas out too?
Maybe.
Probably a little bit, but don't nag, please.
Maybe.
You can pet.
That's an interesting point, Inesh. I believe that when we when we crossed water, we picked up other cultures and demonized them in outlandish stories. I believe that to a degree. I can see how that occurs. I also can see
True.
the part of life that existed when there wasn't water to cross.
That and the
I
ancient
know.
peoples got around to each other a lot more than people used to think.
Yeah, I think the world was really small because everybody was connected, and then it separated because we done fucked up. And then it put it all back together eventually by technology, which is, it's almost like technology is re-gluing or the kintsugi of the new world, and it's not a good thing because it's a lot less strong than it
Yeah.
was.
Oh, also the other thing too that kind of screwed everything up was the Black Plague.
Yeah, well, that too.
You know, I mean,
Once the plague hit, nobody wanted to go to other countries because nobody wanted them in that country because they could have had the plague.
Sounds familiar.
Sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
Are you making dragon scale armor?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that is cool. Wow.
That
That's
is crazy.
Cool. Oh, how cool.
Hell yes.
That's pretty.
That's
It's
freaking
mesmerizing.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's something you could probably meditate on if you put a flame in front of it and had it sit held behind it like that. Dance off. Oh, that'd be so pretty.
I think I meditate while I make it.
Oh yeah. it's one of
Yeah, oh, I
those-
bet. Yeah.
Oof.
That's cool.
Off topic, yes. Why so serious? A low-key channel. I like that. That is so cute. What is that magazine that I was? Oh, that was 14 Times. That's a good magazine, by the way. She is coveting the La Santa.
Santissima?
La Santissima. I don't know what that means.
Oh,
But
yeah.
your statue.
Yeah. Santísima Muerte.
Oh!
Thank you.
Gosh.
Mine's-
She's enormous.
Yeah, I've
Mine's
got to
still
get
being
her.
Not her though.
Why so serious? I've got to get her some more tequila. She's out of tequila.
Yeah.
Do you give her anything else other than tequila?
Chocolate.
Dark chocolate,
Chocolate.
a
Money.
cigarette, and money.
All of
A
the
cigarette?
death type
Yeah.
goddesses
Give her a
have the, like,
cigar.
dark-
A cigar?
dark
Give her a
chocolate
cigar.
cigarettes.
Can we smoke it with her?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
should
you
you,
could
burn
smoke
it?
it, light it, and then just set it there like you're sharing it with her. It's like,
If I got a cigarette, I could let you give to her, but
That's
Yeah, no,
that's
he gave her
cool.
one.
I haven't lit it though.
But
I
yeah,
just
cigars
put it there.
better.
Oh yeah. And we probably have a couple somewhere. We used to keep a couple.
it's funny because you have an absolutely enormous one, and me being as look as like I know I'm not going to be able to take the big one with me. I got small rainbow. With
Oh,
me.
cool.
So she covers every aspect.
Oh, that yeah.
And in front of her, I have crystal skulls lined
thank
up
you.
at her
I
base, at
needed
the
a
base of her
dog
feet, facing outward.
Silly puppy.
And my
Actually,
brother
it's
was
quiet.
smoking green.
It's like I'm out funny and
So
getting
there's
petted.
a
Okay.
roach at her base because I didn't have anything else to
Yeah,
do for her.
that's
That's cool. That's I bet she loved it.
Yes!
I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm always lighting incense for her every day, every morning, even before I leave for work.
I need to do that.
Well, speaking of
better.
incense.
More consistently.
Yes, more stinky stuff.
Just like sometimes it's the offering that I can give or provide
Ooh, what's
while
that?
doing some
Dog
knowledge or
Dragon
is
something.
blood.
licked me.
Oh yes. Yes,
And then I do the same thing with my
Alright,
Merlin
these are like
statue, with my dragons. It's just
I won't
like
burn the pine.
it's like I'm taking care of my kids every morning.
I need to get a
Last time you had
rainbow
the pine, I had
candle
to
for
walk
her.
Yeah.
The 7-day candle, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't want to set baggies on fire.
Oh yeah, I'll do that too.
I'm not sure where else they carry those other than specific spiritual shops, but you know you can get those at botanicas as well. They have them.
How
Or
long?
bodegas.
That's
Some
where you got
bodegas
her
carry 'em.
from.
Bodegas. I got the
Another,
statue, yeah, from a
What?
Botanica on
You can
Pondella,
do something. You can sit back there. You can
in
go get your
between
phone and headphones and play your game. if
Pine
you want.
Island and Cleveland. There's one.
Or draw.
It was odd that she was ready to let that one go.
Play a game.
I know.
She seemed very urgent. She's like, oh, yeah, no,
You
you,
want
get
the
that one.
big
You want
one?
it?
You
I'll
want
drop
the
the
big
price
one?
for you. I'm like, we didn't even say we weren't going to pay the price, lady.
Yeah.
She wanted it out.
She wanted it out.
Probably had plans for something else.
Yeah, she had another one put in there.
Are you just gonna draw?
She did have
I'll probably
one of those
do
in her back
something.
office. She showed me. She
Okay,
was
well,
coming
that's
up.
gonna
I'll show you. I
have
have
to
mine back here.
Your
She
dad.
was showing me. It's just like
My
that.
headphones.
And then thankfully for my birthday, since I have been working with the Lord and Lady, Rook had a 2-foot piece commissioned for me out of clay that she's still currently making in the UK.
Yeah, Papa wants to
Yeah.
draw
And
this
she's
stuff.
been sending us the pictures that she makes. It's really cool.
Oh.
And now I want clay in a kiln, but I don't know how to do any of that stuff.
Should be completed and ready to ship September 30th.
Shirt.
Very nice.
It looks comfy.
So it'll be
It is comfy.
You are
That's
still
what we
a
use for
video.
our work table.
Nice.
very cool.
And of course, VG's standing over here now.
Hey, Fluffy girl. Hello, quadrupedal cloud.
At least you don't dare try to
That's
break through the door.
yeah, if we don't let her out, she'll punch the door
She
through.
will.
She's so
Um,
powerful. Her nickname is the Nimbus.
we
Nimbus.
did our next video for Shadow Work. I'm being too lazy to actually edit the thing, so I'll probably do that today.
But
I've
we
been-
haven't been lazy this week. I mean,
No,
we've been
we've
off.
been doing a lot.
We painted the rest of the room. We've
I got all the stuff in the front
Crafted.
garden out just about. I'm still working on getting stones out, but that's where. So we have the full sun up here, we have the partial shade in the back, and then the full shade in the back.
I have a
We're
few
still
things
building them.
for you today. I'll bring you more later, but our core is not big, so.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. We gotta get some stuff together.
That reminds me, I'm probably gonna pull a Lynn on you all and bring a bin of things I'm getting rid of, and that lots of them is art stuff.
Ooh.
I have wires.
ooh.
If
I
you
need
need to
them.
be more, if you need to, I have air dry clay. If anyone wants to mess with that,
Sage would love
it's
that.
just a
She
bin
loves
of
that stuff.
different things that I have.
What
so-
kind of wires you got?
They are the I can't even remember.
Like craft
what it says there,
wire?
The craft wire.
Uh,
Yeah, I have them in different colors too.
That would
So
be
I
nice.
immediately
Oh,
thought
yeah.
of you because you had recently done that with the amethyst.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, oh, maybe he'll like these.
Yeah, I have a whole set of wires, but I have a weird Virgo thing where I don't like to do crafts only because I don't want to use the stuff that I have set for crafts. Like, I'm like,
Alright,
that's my
cool.
wire, I don't want to use it. Like, but that's what it's for.
I have an easel. I have,
Hey, baby.
what's it called? What are those things that you paint on called?
Canvas.
Canvases, thank you. Different sizes, different kinds.
Oh, I would love more canvas.
Oh.
Paints.
Yeah, we don't. I'm not into the canvas and
Acrylics.
painting part.
Oh, I'll take those then.
Okay.
Yeah.
They need to leave.
I'm
They need
learning.
new homes.
I'm learning. I have creativity, but I do know my limits. I will not be somebody that's going to draw or paint something unless you like stickmen, and even those I don't do well.
Oh my
What?
goodness.
This is the
That
extent of
is-
my art.
See, but that is still awesome.
Art is art no matter what
Mhm.
thing it is.
I love that.
Joy says we need a big round table.
Yeah.
Well, we already talked
do.
about previously
one.
getting a bigger table. And the problem with a round, like, it probably won't be a round table; it'll be a square table.
You know
Just
the
saying.
one I would want if it wasn't so gosh darn sky high is that table that they painted the spirit board on at the
Oh, yeah.
antique mall. It's all black. And
It's $1,400.
it's like an oval table.
Why not just do it yourself? Just make your own.
Yeah.
We could. That's true.
And if you can, I can.
Wood burn it on
That
there.
would be so cool.
And then just put some like, oh my god.
Yeah, because from a video perspective, Joy, if we put people on the other side of the table, then obviously you want to see the back of their head. So we need a longer table that allows people to sit more on the side, because then we can back that up.
Like
Longer
wider.
table.
Or we could do what Granny Savage does, and she has a wide-angle camera up in just the top of the corner, and you're really
Oh,
far
that's
away.
true. Yeah.
You could do a crescent.
The crescent. Oh, we should do a moon-shaped table.
That would be
That
would
freaking
be
cool.
Can you make that with all your stuff in the garage?
Maybe.
That
Ooh,
would be
you know what
cool.
would be cool? A moon-shaped table that has an insert, and then you take it off. It's the crescent moon, and you put it all together. It's the full moon.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
That would definitely be a challenge.
No, that would actually be
Easier.
because you just
Just
make
do-
the
you
round,
make the round table
and
and
then
cut
you
it.
cut it.
The legs would be
Yeah,
kind of
but-
weird, but
Yeah, you'd have to have the legs to.
But you have fold-on legs like on a card table.
It would
So
be
you pull
kind of
one
like an
part out,
oval
you put
table,
the
and when
other
you put the
ones
other
down.
piece on it, it makes it completely round.
Yeah, and you can have like the nice, pretty legs when the whole thing's together, and then just have like
Hmm.
pop out legs when you pull it apart.
that is something I would commission.
Like Sonora, right? Yeah, said she could help do wood burning too. That I would commission that. Yeah,
Oh, I can wood burn.
that would be so
That would be
cool.
fun. We have wood burning stuff, but we suck at that.
Sorry, y'all. We're really into crafts this week. It was a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
We've done a lot of shit this week.
Oh my god!
Um,
and then once you get into one thing, you fall down a rabbit hole of all this stuff with a
Yes.
Cricut, and I'm like, okay. Then that took me down to sublimation printing and that kind of stuff. And
Which takes us to our next mini topic, which is the pod craft. That's something we talked with
Podcraft.
Joy about. So we have set up a crafting area in our kitchen that can seat 4 people right now, hopefully more, where we can video as we're doing craft stuff, which we did anyway. Like we do that outside. So when it cools down, all this goes outside.
Yeah.
You know, this is just when it's nice. Right now it's
I
still
can't
just
wait.
too hot.
I can't wait till it cools down. So
Me
I can light
too.
my forge.
I can't wait till
Oh,
it cools
wow.
down because everybody wants me to garden for them
Hey.
now. I'm like, I can, but it's 105.
I'm
I was
dying.
out yesterday and this, and I'm like, the mailman came up and he just looks and he's like, I was gonna say I was hot, but you're hotter.
I was working for another friend of mine because she's got like the beginnings of a food forest, which is where I'm getting your stuff from.
hey, baby.
We were outside from like 11 till like 2 or 3. I mean, we took breaks obviously because it was hot.
My thing is usually like most of the stuff that we have scheduled is early in the morning or late in the evening. And I'm like, well, that's when you really need to be outside.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, like after this today, when we're done, I probably will have to mow the back lawn because it's gotten really nasty. But you know, I've almost got the front where I wanted. I've gotten all of the stuff out, all the shrubs, including the 2 that they just covered. All the burlap is gone. Now it's just getting some. And I know it's still. I need to get some more of the stones out. Beach.
Come on, baby.
Sweetheart.
Yeah.
I don't think the stones are going to matter too much because we're just going to put a whole bunch of dirt in there. But I'm getting the majority of them out before I
well, 'cause
really plant stuff.
they're a pain in the butt. If you're putting dirt on top of it, it's not as bad, but they migrate.
Yeah, and that's just the other thing too. Plus, we're also extending it out another 6 feet, 3 to 6 feet. And then we talked about designing, and I'm going to need some help with that. We're going to buy the bricks, and we're just going to design a 2-foot wide strip of
Oh, I got you.
the wildflower garden. So
Gotcha.
that's going to be fun. So we're just gonna make a strip that goes across the yard that kind of splits the yard in two, and between the split, it's gonna be 2 feet wide. We're gonna till it, and just either plant a whole bunch of wildflower seeds or just let stuff grow in there and weed some things out. So it'll be a local, whatever grows.
I would plant some specific things, like butterfly host plants and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and then let whatever
Wildflowers in
pops up
between.
pop up. Well, it would be native wildflowers.
Yeah.
And we're still gonna weed.
But
Like, we're still gonna pull some weeds out of it.
yeah, 'cause
periodically,
some
but-
stuff you're not gonna want, some stuff's invasive. But I would do, get specific flowers that are host and nectar plants, so you make sure you have those, and then just let whatever grow around.
It's
that.
basically our answer for not having a beehive. Like we want the bee and butterfly garden. The other thing that I did notice yesterday, which I have never seen a bee that looks exactly like a honeybee, but it's all black, 100% all black, and it is living in our wall. So I'm assuming we
Mason bee,
is it.
probably. Is it like a little bigger than a honeybee?
Maybe to me it looked like it was almost exact. I thought it was a honeybee, and then I looked. I was like, I've never seen one that's all black. But he is in the things that hold your hurricane shutters on the window.
Yeah.
One of the screws came out, and he goes in and out of there.
One of them. Yeah, the mason bees and stuff. They like to hide in little tunnels.
So is he like eating my masonry? Okay. We obviously had termites at one point too, because there's termite traps all over our house. So we gotta.
They just like to find the little holes and.
My thought was I would just if they are in there and they're not damaging anything, I don't care.
Yeah.
So, my guess is they've probably populated either a row of or a couple of our cinder blocks. So,
Would anybody like anything else to drink?
yes,
Just tell me what.
Whatever you have for that.
Okay, gotcha.
If there's
Same.
mimosa, there's mimosa. If
Yeah,
there's
if there's
champagne,
enough,
champagne.
I'll have a little more too.
Okay, cool.
I'm still drinking coffee.
So coffee, okay.
Sage, do you want coffee yet? Sage?
so last year and over the years, we have done quite a bit of like crafting stuff, like the palm
guesses
benders
she
and all
wants
kinds of stuff.
coffee.
So when it gets cooler, we'll be doing that. I think that's going to be seasonal though.
Yeah.
Because our
Okay.
outside table, we can fit 6 people
Yeah.
easily, and just kind of do the thing. So we'll be doing that.
I want to make the moon table for you now.
I know that would be great. Like if we had it would have to be rather large. The round table part we could separate out for certain things to do crafting things on, but the moon part would seat like 6 or 7 people, like we are now. I mean, we have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Could wood burn
And
the
if-
moon phases around
just-
the edge?
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Maybe fold the table so it could go into the moon phases.
That might be a little incredibly difficult to do.
Oh, it would be.
Doesn't mean it can't be
impossible to
done. But what you're saying is there's a chance.
do. Yeah.
You could set it up to where you could reverse it and have the triple moon. So you just do 3 pieces
Yeah.
instead of the whole thing. You have the waxing and waning crescent, and then when it's all together, it's full. And then if you wanted to, you could reverse them and have them all.
And then if you want to do new moon, just pull the whole table out of the room.
Well, you know we're
Wow.
Or you could just use a black tablecloth, but
I mean, he realized like all this stuff is like work for him to do, right?
oh, I can help though.
I probably couldn't.
My father.
can sand.
My father taught me carpentry because neither of my brothers were
Cauldron was
interested.
the beast
So I can do some of that stuff.
A blue bee.
Those are super rare. They're not like common.
No, they're not.
Never seen one.
That's because they're super rare.
It was somewhere up in
I'm
mid
also allergic
or...
to bees, so I tend to stay away from them, but I want them around. Like, if I'm,
Oh my God.
I get the green bees a lot. I don't know if we've had blue yet.
What do you mean the green metallic ones?
Yes.
Yeah.
They cover our
They're
yard.
like little freaking drones. Like,
We have them all over the place because we've tried to get so much native stuff in there now
yeah.
that we see
Good-
honeybees
good girl.
occasionally, but mostly it's all the native bees now instead of the honeybees.
I have my butterfly plant, whatever it's called. I don't know what the other name of it, but it's that viney one with the little purple flowers to draw in pollinators. And I just recently got marigolds because season.
Viney one with little purple flowers. I still need a picture because that's like 10 different plants.
oh yeah, I don't have pictures of cherries. I never did it.
I'm gonna take clippings of that at some point.
There's new. Feel free. There's new
I see this.
flowers and cherries growing on it now. So, and it made me mad. Like I didn't realize they grow that fast. Because the flowers on that branch right there were flowers 2 days ago, and now they're cherries. And I'm like, how's happening here?
But yeah, I'll take some clippings from your stuff if you don't mind, and I'm going to bring you stuff from other people. So we're gonna
Do not mind.
be treating
I am
food
okay with
plants.
that. We've got to get the shade up for the peach tree. We still haven't done it because we haven't found the right.
Glasses.
We have the shade thing, but nothing to hold it up with.
Just get some PVC.
Like, I literally was thinking of just throwing it on top of it for now.
No, don't do that. Just get some PVC and just tap it into the ground and tie it to that, because it's gonna be taken down eventually. It's just temporary. So just get some PVC pipes, and then you can reuse those. Get the thin ones, and you can reuse them for your irrigation system after it's not shading the
That's
plant
true.
anymore.
But we keep meaning to do it because it's all the end tips are starting to go yellow.
Yeah, they're getting burned.
Yeah.
Have you fertilized it yet?
Not since day one.
Okay, so we'll look at your tree later. I'll help you out.
Yeah. We have Miracle Grow, but that's all we have.
Don't use that.
We actually have
You
the.
can only go so far.
Yeah, well, we have the actual fertilizer that we were using that we got from the nursery last year, but it got left outside and got fried and it got water in it and.
You know what's actually the best to use when you clean your fish tanks? The freshwater ones?
We do that every time.
But between that, you can take a banana peel and soak it in like a gallon jar overnight, and then pour that out.
Okay.
And it's Florida friendly. It won't.
There was one person told us we needed to use get some magnesium supplements for our palm trees because he said it was all the fringing that it's doing is from the lack of
Just use
magnesium.
Epsom salt. Mix it into water.
It's magnesium sulfate.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't use too much because then it becomes plant killer.
No, you use like a tablespoon to a gallon of water.
You're just making electrolyte water, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll do that. We got to get our sprinklers fixed too. Everything's been a mess.
Yep.
I don't have an image of it. I'm sorry, Heather. I'm gonna have to try to Google it later because I googled butterfly plant and I got like a multitude of like bullshit. But that's what they call it at Lowe's when you get it.
She has to the chihuahua.
Yeah, Sage, don't nag about that, please, sweetie.
You made her get up anyway.
I know you want to see the chihuahuas, but no nag.
Oh, I can't
So,
It's grape juice.
moving to the two topics that we had today, are crystals
White grape juice.
and prepping.
Sparkling grape?
Sparkling grape.
What am I
What's the
drinking
name?
now?
This is-
Crystals and prepping.
Just the
It's Asti.
the
being
mimosa
funny.
without the orange juice.
Yeah. I was saying it's grape juice. White grape juice.
It's Aussie. It's
Only
very
some
low
bubbly.
alcohol.
Good, because I haven't eaten anything today.
We have fruit
There's a
trays and
tray
cheese
up
trays.
there.
Oh, okay.
On the counter that's that cheese and fruit and they're grapes,
never done that.
strawberries.
grapes.
So what I was thinking is this topic will probably stay on the topic list for the next 2 or 3 weeks because it's something that I really enjoy doing. So we'll start with the crystals, I think. I love calling them crystals because that's where people get kind of freaked out that are not into crystals. Like, oh, it's crystals. You're the ooh. I'm like, okay, they're rocks. I'm like, oh, I like rocks. I'm like,
They make a good weapon, too.
they do.
I was gonna say.
But you
make
wouldn't
good
wanna
ammunition for
damage
your
it.
slingshot.
No.
What are you doing,
You
puppy?
wouldn't want to damage it, so I wouldn't.
Miss Veach?
She's looking for the fly. There's a single
Oh,
fly.
yeah, I see it.
Whatever.
It's behind her, though, so she's not
There it
looking
is,
very
Veach.
good.
She's gonna jump down and knock all that stuff over. Oh, good for
There
you.
goes, there goes. Good girl. You did a good job.
She's been very good lately because I know so
You
probably.
did a good job.
So, Unexplained, welcome in. How's it going?
Unexplained, Melvin.
So we have a couple of rocks that I have on the table in front of me. I'm gonna start with. I have a thing for spheres, and we don't have our little like show and tell tables up today because if you can't tell, we have a new camera. Hopefully, we look clearer than we normally do. I'm hoping. Nobody ever said anything, so I hope you noticed. Because if not, I'm sending it back and putting the other one back up,
Ow.
y'all.
I can hold them up. You can get that. Come here.
So, anyway, so this is a sphere for chakra balancing, and I like it because I can carry it with me when I travel. I'm not a fan of artificial rocks like this, but I mean the rock itself is real. It's just artificially compacted together,
Bubbers.
and it's very beneficial for me if I'm trying to figure out and I go nuts or I go a little crazy. This is a good one just to kind of look at and walk
You're
yourself through
shedding,
each
baby.
color and each chakra to take a breath. So, if anybody wants to look at that, that came from Casa Shanti.
Oh, we
If it
love
doesn't
them.
work, then you throw it at people.
If it doesn't work,
There
you
you
throw
go.
it people.
Or you put it in a sock and.
Yeah,
make
that's
sure
what I was
they
gonna say,
make
There
it
you go. That'll
flow.
work.
Who are you talking to like that, BG?
It makes a good little non-lethal makeshift flail.
Are you sure it's non-lethal? That depends on how often and how hard you hit them.
That
That's
is
funny with
neat.
the
I
fish.
mean, I was
Big
obsessed
blood
with
down,
spheres and globes growing up because I used to collect those really big marbles because they would look really fucking neat.
Yes. I love that. I have a couple of the marbles.
This one looks like Jupiter. This one looks like Dagobah. This one.
Well, that's the thing when you look into it, and I'm interested in that, but I wanted to show this one real quick. This is Kambaba Jasper.
Oh, is that the algae one?
So this is algae.
That's cool.
I don't know if anyone wants to see that, but so this is also from Casa Shanti. It was funny, and I'm just going to point this out because there were a couple people that we didn't know that were there, and Joy handed this to me because she knew I was excited about it. She had brought it up before, and there was like, "Oh, you got to pass this around." She's sharing that. I'm like, no, she's giving this to me because she knows I'm going to buy it, but you can look at it. And so I did, and then I made. Well, I didn't make Pam, but I said, "Hey, Pam, can you sell one of that? Because I want to."
Set this to the side. This
Yeah,
one
I'm gonna
purchased
leave.
by me.
So
Just
it's
me.
it's basically petrified algae into the rock, into the rest of the rock, along with the jasper. And if you could be here physically to see it, this is what I like about all the spheres. It literally, if you meditate on it the right way, you can literally see yourself going into it and being part of the landscape that is on the surface of the sphere. That's what I get out of them. And like these are all like the Jupiter stuff. Oh, it's just amazing. I'll keep talking about it forever.
I have a piece of that. That's a necklace, and one of the algae spots looks like somebody screaming.
Oh wow, that's cool.
awesome.
I kept that one for myself.
That is cool.
That is exactly how I would do.
One of these
No pine, huh?
looks-
Well, you know the camera's better because
What about Styrax?
Yes.
Okay.
because someone
Oh,
could
you know
pick
it.
out that was
It's can
Santissima
be similar to
Muerte.
pine, but
Yeah.
it's
It's
a
back
different
far, so you
style.
know they
I'll
can
do a
see
very
it.
tiny bit.
And if you start
You're
getting
okay.
to
You're
run
not
away,
too
then we
beachy.
know no good.
We know who the demon is.
I thought that was
Oh.
all of us.
Oh, yeah,
I
you're
don't
right.
hide that back.
Yeah, right. That's public knowledge.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, that smells so good.
What is that?
Styrax.
Oh,
Are you okay with that?
I'm-
It's sweet.
it is. I thought it was a dessert for a second. I was like, who's baking?
All right, those are the big spheres that I had on my list, and then this is so pretty. I don't have to back out to see. I don't know where this came from as far as where it was procured from, but this came from Joy. If Joy is still in, I'm not 100% sure if this is. I mean, it looks like Larimar to me, but I think you said it was turquoise.
It might be turquoise.
It's just such a vibrant turquoise if it is, because I don't usually see that until it's tumbled. You know what I mean? On a raw piece, you don't really
Yeah.
necessarily see it, but she'll tell me, I'm sure.
What is that one?
Turquoise,
Oh.
I think.
I mean, if this is Larimar, that's a hell of a nice piece of Larimar.
And I have a couple pieces. They're more whitey, cloudy.
I have tumbled, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I have one piece that's not tumbled, but it's not that pretty. Like it's a very gross, like tumbled rock, or not tumbled. It's a very raw piece. And then I have black tourmaline. That's my favorite. Bumblebee jasper, which I do not carry. I used to carry it around with me, and you can kind of tell like it's got a dull sheen to it because I've carried it around for so long in my pocket. This was when I was starting at my new position in work, and I had to be a director again and manage people. I tend to be a little too friendly sometimes, and then I get pissed off and go overboard. So I carried the Bumblebee jasper with me to keep me upbeat and positive, and it's very helpful when I'd get pissed off at somebody to pull this out and look at it. That side looks like an eye or a licked jawbreaker.
I literally thought, I saw that earlier on the table, and I thought it was just a pebble that you had painted on.
Yeah, no. This is from Altered Elements in Naples.
Altered Elements.
If you like rocks and spheres, that is the place to get it. Her prices are amazing, and she has some of the nicest stuff.
Thank you,
Okay, so I
Melvin.
should never go there, or I'll have no money left.
I agree.
For
100%.
real.
It's
I
a
must
tiny.
keep her away.
The whole
Melvin.
store is about the size of this little front half.
I've seen
it
it
is
twice, and I would
Amazonite.
go back
She
4
said
more
Amazonite.
times. It's awesome.
That makes sense.
If you get the chance, go see it. Talking about Wicked.
Yes, Wicked is great.
It is awesome.
Amazonite, thank you for clarifying that. I couldn't remember, but I didn't. I don't know. It's just pretty.
It's super nice. It reminds me of some of the quartz that I have in a bag with my fossils that they were carved into arrows. It looked really neat. It still has that real vibrant and the raw feature.
That was the dog. She just gets into all kinds of stuff. And then my last rock that I wanted to share is one of my favorites.
Ooh, that's sweet looking.
This also came from Casa Shanti, and I've been looking for a piece of it for
When
a
did you
very,
getting that one?
very long time. None of your business.
I know. I didn't see you get that one.
I've been looking for this for a very, very long time in person because I didn't want to buy it online because it's kind of hard to see it, or people paint them and make them fake. But this is an actual piece of galena.
Galena?
So galena is a metal.
Beautiful.
It's very water and fire aligned. Water primary, fire secondary. And so if you're like in that I don't know, there's some.
There it is.
Is that the one that melts really easily?
That pretty.
That's
It does.
Does it?
gorgeous.
It melts very easy, yeah. It's like into an aluminum kind of color stuff.
That
Non-toxic.
gallium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh, I wonder if you can get that a paint color like that. Oh my god, that'd be pretty beautiful.
That has a nice ass sheen.
That is
So,
nice.
why are we sharing rocks? Because, like I said, I don't know. There are a couple schools of thoughts. Number one is that we're all fucking crazy, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The second one, which I'm a little bit, I think, partial to, is these all come out of the earth, as do we, and they have their own energies, as do we. Does
I
a
guess you
bumblebee
try
jasper
it.
control
It
my
gets blues
ability
and
to be
purples and
positive?
pinks.
No.
Yeah.
But it is earth aligned, and it does bring that emotion up in me,
Yeah,
so
you
that's
can
how
show
I
me
use
this. I
crystals
would've
and
taken
rocks. Rook, what did I just say?
And they're just something pretty to throw at people.
They're pretty to throw. And I'll be honest, some of these, I mean, if you come
Yeah,
at me and I
guys
swipe
can't
you with
see
this,
how
you're going to bleed.
beautiful this is, but It is amazing.
I mean, obsidian's better for that.
That is true.
Well, you know, our ancestors used obsidian
I
to
wish you could
make
see
things
it.
bleed for centuries, so.
Septarian,
Mm-hmm.
also known as
Dragonstone.
I was gonna say, isn't that the one that they make the dragon eggs out of, or they carve dragon eggs out of?
Mm-hmm.
it's like a river of whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
Quartzish
Oh, they're
and
formed in
jasperish.
lava, so.
That is gorgeous.
It looks
It's
like
like-
you got a little hand coming out here and a tail from another end, and
That's one hell of a hand.
like a little dragon hand, like
Yeah.
a little paw,
So,
I don't think I'd call it a paw.
claw.
Talon?
My dragons have paws.
Depends on the type of dragon.
Well, you know.
Hey.
There was,
True.
there was, what's his name from the Never-Ending Story?
Falcor.
Falcor.
Yeah,
Falcor.
Falcor had paws.
Yeah, he did.
And then you have those
He was a
more
luck dragon.
lion-like dragons.
Yeah.
I've been corrected.
This is fucking neat. I love these shits.
Extraordinary, awry. I don't want to say that right or wrong. I mean, it's called Kambaba. Kambaba. Jasper. Kambaba.
Look at that little paw. I call it spirit.
oh god,
Doesn't it look like it's an
so-
arm sticking out of a dragon?
Yeah.
From Spirited Away, but he did not
And then,
have
like,
paws.
there's
That
the
looks
head.
like a head.
Yeah.
So,
That's freaking cool.
so the story really is, like I said, you know, there are people I think that do believe in the innate actual. Do you want to show it on camera?
Oh yeah.
In the innate.
Show them the face.
Like
I'll
actual
just watch this
power
one
of the
over
individual crystal. I think it is more
14
of
years.
like a charging crystal. Crystals are aligned in the way we align them. So if something means something to you, then that's what it is.
That's
see that?
earth and healing crystal there.
It is so pretty. I have a piece of that somewhere over there.
The fingers. That's
I think.
this is really
I know I bought one from the flea market,
looks like a
flea
little
masters. And
Yep.
What have I done?
I was thinking.
y'all only have to
when
deal
you
with
said
it on one day.
Oh, and this is another doggy.
Now we have dog dragons. It's okay.
And then next up is going to be smoky quartz.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So with smoky quartz, this would be considered a point, I would assume.
Mm-hmm. It's a big chunky point.
I love that.
It's chunky.
It's chunky.
So quartz is considered a healing, an everything stone really. It charges, it amplifies, it can do all kinds of stuff, and then a lot of the like your amethyst, your citrines, and all those things that are very similar to quartz with a element in them of some sort. I don't know what that element is for smoky quartz. Can't remember. I don't remember. It's like magnesium or
I
something.
have a
Yeah.
double-pointed one.
That
It's, like,
particular
super cool.
smoky quartz has been
Is it
used in like
smoky?
multiple global grid work, so
Mm.
it's one of my favorites. It's got a nice charge to it.
So that's a good point. Like we need to talk.
Stop.
Do not attack people with the crystal.
Joy's
Rook
gonna
candy.
Joy will get me for that one.
She already is.
She
Y'all
says
having
air.
fun.
Remember when I
Joy
took
said
the
air.
one and I was just playing? She goes, "Don't you dare!" She thought I was gonna point the tip of that wand at you. She got me good that day.
You deserve
I
it.
wasn't.
I can see Joy flipping around like Master Yoda against
Oh,
Count
yes.
Dooku and Attack of the Clones.
You're not doing that.
And like whipping the shit out of you for doing something like,
Yeah.
no!
That's hilarious.
Now I want to see that.
I'm gonna try it. I know. That would be a cosplay of cosplays.
Yes.
So that's my thought on crystals. I think that I do think they have some innate power and frequency. I think that there's some, like a healing crystal is a healing crystal, but if a healing crystal works for you, then it is. Like tourmaline to me, I learned that it is a cleanser and it absorbs the negativity around you. I don't know if it actually does that, but I believe that. I feel that when I'm around it, and I feel that energy of it. And I will tell you, when I have them around me and I think about it, I have less issues.
Well, that's
It works.
Pretty much any black stone falls into that cleansing, protecting, absorbing category.
Kind of makes me wonder why people have such, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Such negative views about the color black.
Yeah.
That's a whole thing that would require a very lengthy
Yeah.
conversation.
Let's just say Christians, probably.
It's a
It's
innate
I'll accept
racism
that.
thing,
So
actually,
calming.
too.
The
Oh,
idea of the
it's-
color
I
black
know.
is supposed to absorb and deflect.
Mm-hmm.
So
When you think of it too, it's like although before there was light, it could also your fear of the dark. You don't know what's out there. People would go out in the dark and they wouldn't come back because they got eaten by a tiger. It must be the devils.
And it depends, too, like,
Or because they just simply went out to have smoke.
black is not considered a negative color in a lot of cultures, so it's really, it's very cultural.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine any color being specifically negative. I can see that every color would have a positive and a negative attribute to it if you look at it the right way. It's funny because that the one class I have to take a test on is that it's quantum healing and quantum energy. Really good class, and it talks about the colors and black being, you talk about white being scientifically the reflection of all color and black being the absorption of all color, and it's like sometimes you need to reflect things if you're protecting, and sometimes you need to absorb things if
Hey,
you're
little
growing or
tree sap.
creating. So it
Right.
makes sense that it's not in itself negative.
So I want to show
Tree
one,
sap.
the only one that I have, because I don't have my second one, and then Extraordinary wants to talk about anybody that's done crystal grid work.
I've done
Which is
crystal grid
interesting.
work. I didn't
So,
know you've done crystal grid
I
work.
only have one stone.
I think we all have, especially if
Probably
you've been
won't
with anything with
show.
Joy. She kind of
Yeah.
makes you sometimes.
It's like a prerequisite at this point.
It's a real.
I need some more crystal grid training, but I've done some.
I have my grid to do with, and I'm trying to get enough skulls for skull grid.
I have 2 small crystal skulls.
I have some actual skulls.
3.
Not actual.
Oh, but
Although
why
I
not?
do have a yak bone skull.
We have a boar skull.
Super cute.
I have a squirrel and a raccoon skull.
We left it on the land though because we
deer
left
skull.
it protecting our land out there because we felt like if we took it, it was going to attack us. So we're not gonna mess with that. So it's still out there. We bought it its own table and have it all laid out where it was and put a little altar to
And
it.
if anyone wanders on there and sees it, they'll be sure to turn around and run.
They will. They
This
will.
is true.
They absolutely will. But yeah, so crystal grid, like I have a that one needs
Is
to be
that a
redone.
pyrite?
It is. So
Pyrite, yeah.
pyrite is one of my favorites. This and copper, and I don't have a copper.
There's a copper ball over there,
But what I like,
top right.
it is so sparkly and shiny, and to me it just helps you
That's what he likes.
kind of remember the truth is prettier than
You
the
have monkey?
illusion.
With the little
So
Monkey Pebbles?
I
to
do have
look
those
through
too.
things that might be too good, go with your gut And this is just
Oh.
so beautiful. It looks like a bunch of stars bouncing off of it, which you probably can't see.
Brad,
I love pyrite.
if you grab, there's a very flat piece of, I believe, calcite with copper in it.
What I like
Calcite with
about
copper?
pyrite is instead of you soak it in water, you make sulfuric acid.
Ooh.
That's kind of creepy.
Okay, what am I looking
So you're
for?
that kind of witch.
See the sulfur? Second row.
You know, sometimes mixing
Sulfur.
science
Right behind
and
it is
witchcraft
copper.
works. A
The
lot.
big piece.
Well, I mean,
This
that's what
one.
Yep.
alchemy was all about. Science and
Exactly.
witchcraft. So, oh, that's nice.
That came from Crow's Crossroads in Ocala.
Wow.
What's it set on?
That's
Just
where my
quartz?
astrologer guy I go see every year.
So
I
it's
mean,
a
he does
quartz,
the whole
right?
nine.
With-
It's calcite, I believe. It might be quartz. I
Calcite
can't
with-
remember.
This is copper.
Yeah, you're right. It's quartz with the
Yeah.
copper leaking into it.
That's incredible.
Ooh, that's nice.
It's very tarnished. It's sat. She gave it to me for half off. It's sat down. It's been down there for years. Nobody wants it because the
You
stone is
gifted
kind
me
of
this.
yellowy.
Thank
No,
you.
you're giving me
Ooh,
the
I like
galena
that.
back.
I like the yellow stuff.
You gifted
I
that
like
to me.
that.
Everybody heard it.
It's got a nice tingle to it.
Yeah. When I picked that up, I was like, I had to have it. And she's just like, yeah, you know. I'm like, Brad did a past life reading, and
You don't have any cinnabar quartz, do you?
I don't think so.
No, there's probably not
It's
a
like my
cinnabar
big ass
around
sphere.
here.
Cinnabite.
I'll
No,
make you
no,
cinnabuns
I got
when we
Such
get
wonderful
home.
sights
No
to see.
cinnabites.
I love
I'll
that.
make you cinnabuns when we get home.
Yeah,
Well,
cinnamon.
that sounds. I don't know why we have cinnamon candles.
I need cinnamon incense.
Oh, you have a round and flat?
Yeah, I do have a round and flat. The Mookie balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is super
Ooh,
tiny and I've
that
got
was-
a Cocoa Pebble.
That was a set that came out of a store in Dunedin.
Well, so an idea came out. Joy mentioned about Anna doing the grid work, and
Oh yeah, we have to talk
so
about that.
we could do maybe see if she would do a workshop. Joy and Anna would come and do a workshop on
That would be awesome.
crystal gridding. That would be freaking
Yeah,
awesome.
I need a. Every time Anna's done one, I was not able to go.
Yeah, she did a really nice one, and what I liked about it, she actually, when we were taking it down at the end of the thing, she
She gifted pieces.
gifted the pieces out, which was really cool. I still have it. It was kyanite in that one,
Nice.
little flat pieces of kyanite. But my experience with grids has been pretty interesting. I've made a couple. This is where these come in handy.
Oh yeah.
So, Brad, if you want to show these without opening it up, because it's a pain in the ass.
Although it'll go everywhere.
So these are like the shards that are left over when they're shaping stones and stuff, and you can get them really cheap. It's hard to find them not dyed sometimes, though,
Yeah.
which I would prefer not dyed, or but still the idea is the same. So these are based on the chakra stones, but
Oh, let's see. I bet maybe you can see them.
you probably see them through the back.
Yeah.
So that was probably $10 for all those pieces that you can use to make a small stone. So my style of grid work would start with a large charging point probably in the center, and then you work outwards in whatever way feels right to you for whatever your purpose is. Meditation first probably, but then if you're doing, like, we've done a lot of group grid work, which has been nice. But I have, and that's another Virgo issue. Like, I don't, like, right now I have a whole bunch of the spheres and stuff, and I just want to grow those. I want to make a whole entire grid out of spheres. Spheres and quartz crystal points, like the miniature points.
Copper.
Anybody else's thoughts on grids?
I need 13 crystal skulls to make my grid.
See, this is supposed to be a quartz
And I
point,
have
but I
a
think
big
it's
ol'
glass.
onyx one.
I can't tell.
That is cool.
I don't know, just because it has.
There's a couple of
Yeah,
imperfections.
Joy.
It has some swirls. and
Failure
flaws
for the
in it. I
pyrite.
mean, you might be able to replicate with glass. It's just, I think it's cut.
Just cut really,
Like,
really well.
They cut the nice part and.
My
and-
chakra marbles.
Extraordinary. We will work on getting a crystal grid workshop with Anna and Joy set up, and whoever else that wants to do one. That would
Yes.
be really cool.
Yeah, so we need to preset that one
And you got to really.
so people
like,
have the ability to come in
Yeah.
and know this.
and
about
Anna's
them.
super busy, so she would have to know. Like, she's
Yeah.
all over, everywhere doing her.
Anybody wants to see
Yeah.
those? These are just marble-ish.
I bet she would do it.
Yeah, so let's we'll talk to Joy and we'll reach out to Anna and find out when is a good day. So we'll try to do it on a Sunday, but if that doesn't work, we'll have to do it another time. That'd be fine.
Yeah, see, I generally don't use grids. Being warrior guardian type,
Yeah.
I kind of have to magic on the fly,
Yeah.
and
MacGyver
really don't
magic.
have much time to.
The guy with magic.
That is freaking cool. I'd love to learn
Oh,
more about
universe,
that.
you're scary. My friend just randomly messaged me.
Ah,
Nice.
I love that.
Which one of these crystal skulls do you want? I'm getting you one whether you like it or not.
Nice.
Hey.
So yeah, we'll have to do that. We'll set up a class. We'll again, we'll do it on Sunday if we can. If not, we'll set up a time, but we'll give you guys some head up notice first.
Yeah, Joy said after Peace Day.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Peace Day, September 25th.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll probably be in October sometime.
Cool.
I was just kind of thinking, like, in the meantime, we probably could do a couple of short videos on different grids that people have done, but not do, because I'm not a teacher. I'm not going to teach grids. I'm not enough. Like, I don't feel confident enough in my own. I can make one for myself or with other people, but I'm not a teacher of that.
I make really nice wood burned grid boards too.
Would love that. I have a couple of wood boards that we'd have here, but that'd be a neat thing to learn. We have, like I said, we have wood burning stuff, but I'm so bad at it. I'm really bad.
Takes practice.
Yeah, I don't practice. I am self-teaching myself how to make the little 4 or 5 inch wire daggers though, with crystals in them.
I gotta go put on
Joy
my
sent me a
glasses.
video how to on it, and I've watched it like 5 times. I'm waiting for my 16 gauge wire to come, and then I'm gonna see how it works.
I wonder if she sent that video to me.
16 gauge is really hard to bend. These rings here are 16 gauge.
Yeah. Yeah, I've used 16 gauge before. It's tough, but I have the thing for it. And then I finally got my a new soldering iron.
It depends on what it's made out of too. Like yours are steel. If
Yeah,
you're using
mine are
like
stainless steel.
aluminum,
Mine would be
or
aluminum.
copper, it's not as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost be
Aluminum
able
or
to do
dead
it
soft
with my
copper.
finger.
Probably.
Yes, but the copper's not horrible at that. Either.
Yeah, so we've done a couple of grids as a group. We did grids that are specific for healing. We've done grids with our group for land healing, where pretty much, everybody does a grid, but you leave one piece of the grid open with what we did is, where you would have symmetry for a certain point. At the top of it, we would take a crystal sideways and lay it across. And then the next person has that on the bottom of there so that they connect. You jump and connect them.
I like selenite for that.
Which is neat. Yeah, I love selenite. We have a selenite lamp over there, but it's hidden by Lauren's creation that I need to hang still. But we will absolutely do that. That is a great topic idea. Money and wealth grid. I mean, I'm sure that's done, but maybe if you're doing money or wealth for like a group, like let's say, what would that work for me? Like I don't know that I would do a grid. I don't do grids for myself usually. Like it's not a self thing. It's like if I want the house to feel more inviting to more people, I might do a grid for inviting. Or if there's something in our house that keeps breaking or something, and we need things to keep breaking in the house, I might do something for protection on that. But for wealth or something like that, maybe for like, I don't know, if somebody's having medical issues or something and you want to really just bring up the energy for that, I could see that.
Ooh, good green stones.
Greens, yeah.
Coins at the points.
Green and gold.
Yeah.
Aventurine. Or aventurine.
Tiger's eye. Pyrite.
Tiger's eye. Iron tiger's eye.
Jade. Jade's a very common one for any
Love
kind of money
jade.
work.
Oh, there's 12.
Citrine as well.
Paradox?
Yep. Anything green or gold or yellow-ish.
Love that. Yes.
She's mad.
Jealousy.
Shroud's just sitting there, what's going on?
I pay attention.
Oh, I think that's the
She's
one
got
that-
that tomorrow. It's okay, Tina.
Cuddling with her later, or last time.
Emerald, yes.
Yeah.
Peridot would be a good one. That's a blend of green and gold.
You're saying emerald.
Prosperity Bowl
Ooh,
for personal,
prosperity
yes.
bowl.
Joy, that's another craft we should video and put out on Prosperity Bowls. I think we should do that.
Rice.
Ooh,
Dyed green.
Pyracles,
That's a big thing for
jade.
prosperity bowls.
Huh.
I've seen a
That
lot
That
of.
sounds like a craft.
I actually saw that a lot on Facebook. People were making a lot of dyed rices for different.
How
Like,
do you dye it? Like with food coloring?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
I did some the other day.
you do that and you combine it with other things, like depending on.
Do you dry it
crystals and
afterwards?
ornaments or-
Yes.
Yeah.
What are we talking
I've never done a Prosperity Bowl. I
Prosperity
should.
bowl. Dyed
So it's
rice.
like when we're talking about grids and how grids generally are like larger energy workings, Prosperity Bowls would be personal to your own, kind of like candle magic in that case.
The chihuahua got away.
She'll come
Don't do
back.
that.
She'll come back. She'll try to jump up there with you.
I do have the info, and I will share it in the Pondering Pagans somewhere. So we're heading on 12 o'clock already. Jesus.
Wow.
This is a lot of fun to have a
Mhm.
group. I love it. It's really cool.
I wanted to.
Hey.
I wanted to bring up prepping VG.
Oh yeah, you want to
You
talk
gonna
about
prep the
prepping?
dog? What's going on?
I need to because she's
Stop.
apparently not
Yeah.
prepared.
She's not.
You can get little prepping vests for dogs that carry stuff.
Yes,
That is
I have
cool.
because she's going to carry her own weight.
We need to get two.
That's where good work dogs come in handy.
Mm-hmm. She's a work dog for sure.
Yep.
She wants nothing to do but to work.
Yeah.
Shepherds,
Although-
huskies.
Yeah, like we want to hook her up to a radio flyer, and I bet you she could pull us for a while.
Good girl.
The topics of crystals and rocks and/or other things that are similar to that and prepping are going to go for the next maybe 2 or 3 weeks. So when it comes to prepping, and I am talking about like doomsday prepping, but it doesn't have to be conspiracy theory doomsday. It's been coming up a lot and stuff, and it's part of the reason why we're really trying to learn the gardening thing. We're really trying to but learn, how to propagate and grow things that can have an endless almost process or purpose, right?
I got
Because
stuff for you.
I know a couple of you I've talked to privately, and I think a lot of people are feeling the same thing. We're in a relatively good state, I think, of energy right now, but there is something else that's coming, and it's not going to be good. It's going to require people to trust other people, which is going to be very difficult. And it's going to require us to have some skills that we may not express that we have. And for me, I've always said how I don't have all these skills. So now I just have to shut my mouth and actually learn some of these skills. That's the thing. So when it comes to prepping, I want to talk about it each week in a very short, maybe 5-10 minute section and get what people's thoughts on it. But number one prepping thing for me is, I'm going to give two because they're kind of completely opposite or different things. Number one, water is more important than food. Because you can find food easier than you can find water.
The problem is water is heavier than food.
Yeah, so having to carry it with you is not going to work. Whereas,
Water purification tablets. I
Purification.
just got some yesterday.
yeah, and I we have some water purification.
Nice.
We also got life straws. So, and we're going to talk about bug out bags at one point. I'm never going to teach this because I'm not the expert on it, but Canadian Prepper is a really good YouTube channel that does it in a very non-judgmental way. It says, here's what you might want to do. But water is probably one of the most important things, so have a way to purify it. I like techie stuff, so I have a little thing, I think it's about the size of a large deck of cards, big deck. Sorry. It's a big deck. And it's clear plastic, and you put about an ounce or two of water in it, and a teaspoon of salt, and you put it in the sun, and it's got a little solar panel on it. That solar panel electrifies the salt water and makes chlorine. The same way a saltwater pool makes its chlorine for a saltwater pool.
Oh.
And it makes enough to do, you pour that one, whatever comes out of it, that chlorine goes into a gallon of water. And it's purification.
Of course, you might want to be a little careful with that too, because it also separates the hydrogen and
Yeah,
oxygen.
you do have to use it outside in an open area. Well, it has to be in the sun too.
Yeah, and
So-
chlorine gas isn't a good thing.
Yeah.
To
You don't want to
breathe
sit it on like your counter inside on the windowsill.
either. Yeah.
Probably.
I would
But
recommend.
It separates the hydrogen and gas and oxygen, and you don't want to be having that anywhere
Sniffing it.
near an open flame.
Ooh, yeah, boom.
It explodes.
I would say too, learn how to
It's
make
funny, I love
a
that.
learn how to make a field filter. because that stuff's all well and good, but if you're in Florida with our nasty water, you are going to want to filter that before you try to purify it.
So when you say a field filter, would this be like the different sizes of sands and grains and stuff that you
Yes.
build into? Okay.
Yep.
That would be a
also-
neat craft to do.
Also, here in Florida, desalinization.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And in Florida, just go for the grapevines if you don't have water. The ones that are high up, cut them, and water just gushes out, and you can drink it straight from the vine.
Nice.
That's why we have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. So that was the one thing is water. Have something to do with water. I do know how to make a water distiller, although it does require current day stuff. Using glass, saran wrap, aluminum foil, and a pot. You can actually make a stovetop distiller too. It's not very efficient, but would work if you have electricity. And yeah, that's the extent of my knowledge on that. But water is important for hurricane prep, which is really why this stuff gets started. I mean, it's easier if you hurricane prep. The prepping is just an extension of that.
Exactly.
Well, again, prepping doesn't have to be for doomsday scenarios.
Yeah, nobody lives in an area that doesn't have some kind of natural disaster.
Correct. Very true.
It's more for this is going to happen. It might not happen this year,
But it's gonna happen.
but major snowstorm, major hurricane. I
Yeah.
don't have enough money to survive this week.
Yeah. Like it's funny, but we use a lot of foods that aren't good for you is what's in our prepping kits. When it comes down to it, I don't care how out of date ramen noodles are. You're going to be able to cook them and eat them, and you will get carbs, and you will get salt, and you will get electrolytes. Now, do you want to eat nothing but ramen for 10? No, probably not smart.
We're not college kids anymore.
Oh, these allowed food.
We got
Thank you. We need a butler.
emergency buckets with the freeze-dried foods that you just add water to. I'm good, buddy.
You want water or anything?
I got this
Yeah.
for now. But we got the emergency buckets with the freeze-dried foods. That way they're pretty lightweight and they last for 20 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We mix it up a little bit. We have some freeze-dried, some MRE type stuff for the food. Just things that are extremely light.
Yep.
You can even find freeze-dried fruit at Dollar Tree.
Oh, I know.
And it's like,
We love it.
that stuff actually exists. And you get a whole bunch of it, and if you have it, you get low on your scurvy stuff. Your scurvy stuff.
This scurvy
My brain's not functioning as it normally does.
Vitamin C is
Vitamin C is
definitely
needed.
a really good thing to have, especially here in Florida, because it also helps you withstand the heat.
Yeah. And the other thing that's, just little tricks and things that you do over time is just having those things, but also caffeine tablets. I have caffeine tablets. Not only are they good for you if you need caffeine for a certain reason and you don't have coffee, which God knows we need coffee, but having caffeine tablets can be very effective when it comes to cuts and bruises. For example, you can open the capsule, putting the caffeine on a grass poultice or something onto a bleeding wound will help coagulate and stop the bleeding because it constricts the blood vessels. So there's other uses of things that you learn too, but I love that. Anything to do with water and stuff is so cool to me because there's even like I have the guide to the the backyard sustainable backyard, and it has a section on how to make an actual air purifier that would be perfect in Florida because it uses the humidity. Whenever the humidity is over 78%, you can pull water right out of it using this, and it uses sun and no electricity.
Nice.
So cool stuff you can learn to do, but water is the most important thing. You can, I mean, if you had to, you could probably live off of berries and grass for a while, way longer than you could live off of not having water.
It would be a lot harder down here than it would be up north.
Well, that depends on the season.
That too. But
Thanks, Melvin, for stopping by.
And hi, Kelvin.
Have a great day. And hey, Kelvin, I love your avatar. Is that what it's called? Avatar?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The second thing
Welcome.
is plan for your pets.
You too, Melvin.
Yes.
Plan for your pets. One of the things that we do, and we try really hard because, and I know it's hard if you don't have a lot of money, but when you go buy your animal food, try to always have at least one bag in backup. So when you have a bag in backup, when you open that bag, you get another bag. So that will keep you going, with most, depending on how many animals you have, between 2 and 4 weeks.
we just buy the huge bags, and it usually lasts us like 2 months.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's good.
We like to have the one bag on backup because if I don't see it, then I get to kind of like freaking out a little bit. But don't forget to plan for your animals. Anything, if you're going to be drinking, what is it, a minimum of 1 gallon a day per person drinking and 2 gallons for other stuff. Because yes, you will need water for other things. Your dogs, and cats, animals will too.
If they're not going to get water from drinking it, which is very important for them, to keep them hydrated by getting wet food.
Yeah, true. Very good point. Anybody else for prepping? I think that was a fun.
Oh, I could go on for hours
too.
about prepping, but you know.
Yeah, so we're gonna do this every week and have that conversation because I want to hit a different topic.
Stop it, madam.
Okay.
How
This is
dare
my
you
favorite.
hold that other
You're
dog?
so
Yeah.
jelly.
She is very jealous. Iris is worse. If she was out right now, she'd be squealing at his feet in circles.
Nutella.
Oh,
Oh.
water before we stop. Just for
She's
people
my
who are
baby.
up north, if you're planning on melting snow for water, if you need to, it takes a lot of snow to get a little bit of water.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And you don't want to just pick up the snow and shove it in your mouth because
Nope, then you get hypothermia.
Yep.
Oh.
It'll actually suck the heat out of your body.
Oh.
I was just thinking, like, what?
That's like something I would probably do. Be trying to shovel snow and then
Well,
make it worse.
it's different. Like, if you, let's say you're in, like, for example, we're in a loss of water, but maybe not loss of everything, and there's still electric generators and stuff like that. Then and you're taking it back in your house. That's one thing, but probably not gonna have that if that's the situation
So
you're in.
kind of like what Jackson, Mississippi's going through right now.
And I was just thinking, like, one of our next yard projects after, which is going to be a while because we still need to do the retention and all that stuff, is the rain barrels collection. I don't know how rain barrel collection would work with snow. It would really probably depend on
About the same way.
really, like, because if you get 4 or 5 inches, an inch of
You
rain is
collect-
like 6 inches.
You
of snow.
collect the rain in the summer and just store it through the winter.
Well, I mean, as much as we get, we can fill a barrel in one of these storms.
Yeah.
Yes.
10 minutes. Yeah.
10 minutes.
Huh.
Who's that?
I like it.
And we have
Elevated,
ours
have
set
a
up.
thing that's like whatever to just water out.
Yeah.
We have ours set up so when it rains, it just comes down the gutter downspout right into the bucket.
Yep.
Right into the barrel.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do too. I think, like, in my brain, we didn't start it because I'm like, we need new gutters really bad.
We do too.
And like the rain in the back has gotten, the dirt has come back so far. Like, you can see underneath our patio or porch now. We're like, okay, we've got to fix that. That's the retention wall it's coming
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, see, our dogs have just dug under our back porch.
Yeah. We give up.
Oh,
Well, she uncovered our PVC
not this one.
VG, our PVC sprinkler system again. So, it is 12:10. It's tarot time.
Oh no, not tarot time.
Tarot time. Who wants to do tarot?
I was gonna pull tarot cards today.
Tarot cards.
Terror.
Tarot cards.
Terror cards.
They're not tarot cards. They're tarot cards.
Tarot
Tarot
cards. If you're
cards.
listening to that one lady whose name shall not be said on the Malice Experience. Which, oh, by the way, I did want to mention Malice Experience is now moved to Friday, same time, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central, or whatever Mexico is in, 1 hour back.
Mexico.
Is that where he's at?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in Mexico.
Wow.
Guadalajara.
Guadalajara.
Jalisco.
Wow. Okay.
So that has moved, which I think is absolutely amazing, and I already have to tell him if he tries to change it back, he's going to need a new co-host because this Saturday night free thing has been awesome.
Right.
It's so much better for me.
Got a craft.
Yes.
I gotta finish my dream catcher.
But yeah, so we're going to pull some tarot.
Terror.
I have had a few
tarot.
glasses of champagne, and
Champagne.
now I want a glass of that red wine that we have left.
It's champagne.
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 I like it.
Gotta go Futurama with it.
I love Futurama.
Oh, that's nice.
So I'm using Rook's Sugar Skull Tarot deck, if that's okay, Rook. And if it's not, I've already got it out, so
That's fine with me.
it's already out. And I apologize, we don't have our show and tell table, so Rook is gonna have to do the old
I
style.
will do the old style.
We're still
That's
looking for a good
fine.
permanent way to do it.
That's fine.
But we have a new camera for it, which is nice. But yeah. Who wants tarot reading? Who would like a tarot reading? Some of y'all know where that comes from. I am from the terror. Paranormal witch. Yeah. What oh god, these are too big for me to shuffle like that. And I don't want to reverse half of them. I'm not reading reversals today. I
Those
know
are cool
we have a pretty
looking
long delay too. Little tree sap wants a tarot reading.
Terror.
And by the way, if there's any other deck y'all would like to use, you can use the one we're using, of course, to pull a card. But we have
All
we have
the
a couple
decks.
of decks. You know,
Different decks.
You have all the decks.
I try.
You have an entire.
Every
fucking
time somebody
line.
says, "Do you have the X tarot?" I'm like, I'm on literally on Amazon. Shit, order. Even after telling myself if I don't stop, I will have spent more money on tarot than I have on my house, so I have to stop.
There's a
That's
certain,
not-
There's a certain section of waves of light I keep her away from.
You mean the whole store? You mean that?
What's it called?
Waves of Light. It's a
Where
nice.
is this?
It's
Up
in
in your
Port
house.
Charlotte.
It's by the Tractor
Oh.
Supply in Port Charlotte.
Oh, we've got to go.
They have so many stones and incense
on,
and 150
King's Highway.
herbs.
Are they open on Sundays?
I don't remember.
Are they open on Mondays? It's a holiday.
Probably.
Well, you know, when I work locally, I go to Venice. I go the back roads. I go down Burnt Store to 41 and go up that way.
Waves
Let me
of
check
light.
for you. Waves of Light. It's
How come I've not been there?
lesbian veteran owned.
Oh, can't
Oh,
go
wow,
there.
cool.
Lesbians scare me.
We have
I'm
to
kidding, y'all. I'm kidding. I just
Wow, you just got us a whole lot of reports.
my best friend is a lesbian, even though I haven't seen her in ages because she lives in Virginia.
Okay, yeah, they're open Monday. They open at 12.
Oh,
Even on the holiday.
we have
It
to
doesn't
call
say
and
they're
see.
closed for the holiday.
I would love to
But
check.
yeah.
Well, I'm going to Venice this week, so I will be going right by there.
Yeah.
So,
But what does that have to do with me?
what is Kings Highway?
Getting to go?
Is it the same as 41 up there?
No. It's,
No, but you can get on it right off the 75.
Because I don't take the interstate when I go to Venice. I go literally up Burnt Store and then 41 all the way through everything.
okay, so coming from here down 41, you go over the Punta Gorda Bridge.
Yep, with
Okay,
all
this
the
seems
big
right.
construction stuff.
And
Yeah.
I think it's actually the first right.
Okay.
And you cross, you
These are
go
so
down
freaking
that,
cool.
and it goes across Harbor Hut or Harbor View Drive, and keeps going down toward the highway, which the store is closer to the highway.
Okay. Because I can make that a stop on the way home.
And then from there you can hop
Or I
on
could go tomorrow.
776, which is Veterans Highway, and head back to 41, which is a lot quicker.
Here, I sent you the information for it on Facebook.
Easier to look it up by GPS.
Yeah. I sent you the link for the store.
Yeah, because I'm terrible at giving directions.
Tina.
Tina.
But yeah, they're great. He just has to keep me out of the store because they have so many rocks and incense and they have some tarot decks, not a huge selection, but they have bulk herbs, like 150 different kinds on the back wall. And
And a whole crap load of candles.
Oh.
yeah, but I don't care about the candles. I make my own.
They got almost 2 walls worth of candles.
I already got a jumper.
I need to see the scent them worth they can go.
As you can see, I'm
Then
trying
right.
to expand my oils and herbs so that when people, thank you, sir, so that when people come over, like anybody wants to come over and do a craft or something and they need an herb, I want to have that available. So we're trying to find the more difficult to find herbs and oils. We found amber. Tina.
Like what?
I'm gonna start calling her Nutella.
You start calling her Nutella.
Uh-huh.
Nutella. What's it up, Nutella?
Nutella averages 3 pieces of bug parts or something like every batch. Or
That's
something.
it.
Just like peanut.
Really?
All right. So first up so far is Little tree sap.
How much longer?
Little TS.
Not too much.
Little
You're
TS.
big good. Why don't you go get a snack?
Yeah, there's cotton candy grapes.
Yeah, they're on that tray on the
Extraordinary. We are definitely going to the Sarasota Renaissance Fair this year.
Hold my phone. Please.
We went last year. I don't know what days we're going though, but we are definitely going to go. I'm thinking about getting a season pass and going like every weekend, like switching it out.
That'd be
a little bit, 'cause
cool.
We didn't
That
spend
would
enough
be
time
fun
last
if we
year.
had the time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'd look into that.
I just
I mean-
missed. That was fun.
We're definitely gonna go, but
At least once.
yeah.
All right.
Who's doing what? Are we all pulling or just you two pulling?
No,
Anybody,
we should all
anybody
do it.
rolls. Anybody who
What
wants
kind of
to.
any themed decks y'all want me to
Do you
run
have
look
that,
at?
that
Where are the
Celtic
grapes?
tree deck that you have?
I do.
You want me to
I'm
get it?
feeling the
Get it.
tree deck.
I got
Cool.
things right here. Oh.
Victor, do you want any kind of deck? Or do you want to?
I don't know if this is the one you're thinking about, but this
I'm
is
not
one-
sure.
Yes. Yes.
Celtic Tree Oracle.
Oh, that was a neat one.
Yeah. That one was very cool. I'm gonna go grab me a soda. I think I'm liquor out for the minute.
Look it up.
Or campaign out. Whatever.
Where's your dragon decks, Brian? Victor might want a dragons.
Yeah, I did dragon deck last. I'm gonna do trees today.
Trees. Oh, those poor babies. I'll let y'all out in a minute.
You know that's what Sage is waiting for.
Oh.
The puppies.
Yeah.
She's been very good today though.
Oh God, yeah.
I doubled her meds.
Oh, did you? Oh.
Well, she usually gets one in the morning and one at night, and I'm like, this isn't working anymore. So she got them both in the morning.
Oh, she's been fine. Yeah.
I mean, the doctor said I could do it either way, so.
Where's the bee?
Hiding.
Good. Oh, my foot. Oh, my foot. Why so serious? All right, so we've got Little Tree Sap first.
Yep. And only little tree sap.
Who else is going?
Little tree sap, joy, extraordinary,
Yep.
extraordinary.
Paranormal
say it?
wanted.
I don't know.
I've been here all day.
And P-Dubs.
P-Dubs.
P-Dubs, we're going to put you on the list. You don't have to go last.
Nope.
Although you are currently last if nobody else says they want a reading.
I don't want a reading. Oh wait, I'm here.
We can do readings for us.
Phone, please.
Did you want a deck or are you going to pull from this one?
I didn't even select them, did I? No. I was browsing them, but I didn't select any. Special.
And there's more.
There's a few on the countertop there, and then next to the TV, there's a whole bunch.
He doesn't really do cards.
I was gonna say I don't tear it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to bring the
Don't tear it.
runes someday
Yeah,
and
don't
do
tear
a rune pull.
I have a really neat set of wooden rooms if you want to use those instead of the tarot.
I mean, use these for today. But I'm gonna have to do runes sometime.
I bought a little kit, a little thing that somebody wood burned. It's really cute. But I don't know runes very. I know like I'm slowly learning them. I learned the coordinations and the meanings, and I can spell with them now. But that's about it.
I'll have to do a rune reading sometime.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Chihuahua, I see you. Look under the table.
Which table? Where? Oh, there she is.
Ow, my knee.
Hi, Chihuahua.
Is that Nutella?
It is. Hi, Tina. Tina Nutella?
That's funny.
I've been here all day. Pass me by.
Packing the bob.
Are you doing?
Why so serious? You were on the list.
Are they doing the last thingy?
Yep.
Yeah.
The last thingy. I
Yes.
love
She
it.
wants the puppies to be out
I
so
know.
she can play with them, but she's being very good
Yeah.
today.
Probably can let them out by now.
I mean, I will.
I don't know. I
I'll
think
let him out.
Finn will probably start barking unless we pick him up.
Oh, we're waiting for Victor.
So that's gonna be. We're gonna have to read quick today.
Yeah, it's already.
But we'll go over. I'm fine with going over at this point. We are going to do after show. Like we'll turn the iPad on and we'll open it up if anybody wants to chat afterwards for a little bit. But yeah, we'll do it. Nobody commented on the camera either. I'm still like I even
Well,
said
yes,
it.
indirectly because the one person said they could see the Santa Muerte. So you
Well,
know
that's
the
true.
camera's better.
It's definitely better. I mean, it's a 4K versus.
What, Chandra?
No.
That's a nice deck too.
Tina. Oh, I love that one. You know where I got that from?
Ooh, that is so cool.
What's is it called Paradise now? The
I know, right?
flea market, the antique shop, an antique. There used to be a Fort Myers Antique Mall.
I've never been there.
I love that place.
I don't know anything in Fort
I got these there.
Do you know they were carrying those at Tractor Supply? At one
What?
point? Yeah.
Wow.
That and one of the other sets by the same person.
That is freaking cool.
Yeah, I'm like, why are there tarot cards at Tractor
Okay.
Supply?
I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, but that's weird, right? Not
That's
something-
like the last place.
Exactly.
Is
I'm
that
like,
how Five Below carries them?
yeah, and that's they have a
didn't know
lot
they
of
carried
stuff
them
like
either.
that though.
Yeah, they
but,
carry that sage, Palo Santo.
Yeah,
different, like-
incense, crystal kits.
I know they had the incense.
But
Huh.
it's Tractor Supply. Why is there Oracle decks?
It's Tractor
Yeah.
Factory.
It's
I
just
remember
weird.
it was
It's
weird
for
when
rednecks.
the first time I saw
Well, I mean, the rednecks have to know
witch-related
the
stuff at
astrology.
Barnes and Noble. I was like
Yes.
floored, like a few
But they
years
know
ago.
astronomy,
Like, that's
astrology,
weird.
astronomy. Yeah.
Now it's very common.
Yeah, but Tractor Supply. I was
Looks
very,
familiar.
very confused.
That is odd. I mean, there's no way around that.
So are we all drawing for one person, and then the next person we all draw for one person?
Yes.
Hey, there's one card for
There's
each.
one card, and he's not drawing because we don't do cards.
One of the neat things that I've always liked about, or what I've always wanted to do with tarot cards, just because I like tarot cards, is I wanted to design. Now someone's gonna steal my thing, but I wanted to design like a card, literally a 365 card deck. That is a card a day that represents each day as you go through a year.
Okay.
I know that sounds weird, but that's a deck like this big.
What page do I do?
That's a big deck.
It's a big deck. I like big decks.
I like
Oh,
big
sugar.
decks like I know that.
What?
That's everybody's response.
No, other witches can too.
I just can't believe we actually made that.
That's cool.
Page.
That is too cool. And starting very soon, we'll be able to put any design of any color on any shirt or
Little
thing.
owl, key into wisdom.
So do we want to start at the end of the table and go around, or how do we want to do this?
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, Heather's first.
I already pulled a card. Who are we doing?
For Lil
Little tree sap.
Lil Tree Sap.
All right, so little tree sap got elder.
Oh. Yeah, it's hard to see because we don't have a little thingy. Maybe we just give it to Brad, make him.
Yeah, we'll make him do it.
Just stand.
I
Move your
will.
chair over there. I'm just kidding.
All right, seeing as we have to go quick, I'm just going to
Thank
read the. All right, so this card is linked to the eternal turnings of life and death, birth and rebirth. It represents the end in the beginning and the beginning in the end, life and death in life, the casting out of the devils of the old year and the renewal and creativity of the new. The timelessness of the cycle by which the fading of old age is always balanced by the start of a new birth. So, cycles, beginnings, endings.
And it was the Elder?
Yes, elder.
He hasn't shown it yet.
Okay, excuse me.
So yeah, something old is
Word.
ending,
Pass it
something
on
new
to
is
the
starting. Cycles, cycles.
I love that. I was so neat to find that in a
And now we threw it on the ground. What the heck?
finding it in a used wooden box like that to me is because I love wooden boxes too. That's so neat. I like anything that you can make a collection of that looks very similar but a little bit different. It's pitiful. Elder. All right, so I pulled for Little Tree Sap the 7 of Wands.
That's great. I like to smell.
So this is from the Sugar Skull Tarot deck. So the Seven of Wands traditionally is going to represent the. Remember, and we talked about this
That's
last week.
interesting.
How you have the 1, 2, 3s, and then you have the 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you have the 8, 9, 10. So this is the end of the middle, right? So think about most of the hard work is done. You're getting ready to transition to something else. You're going to make it to the top of whatever it is you're doing. You're going to be fully engaged. It's going to be amazing. But people are going to be coming to try to knock you off your mountain. So a little tree sap, whatever you're currently doing that you're enjoying, that's working for you, that's following through things, and that's actually making you happy, you're going to do very well. But you've got to keep your eye open for the wolves that are coming to try to take away that excitement and that being on the king of the hill, I should say.
Basically, don't listen to haters.
Yeah, you'll stay king of the hill. Don't listen and don't pay attention and don't let those other people knock you off your rock. That's going to be very, I think, important in this particular read.
Yusharaj?
Thank you, sir. You're up.
Little owl.
Oh, that's such a pretty card.
Key into wisdom.
That is
Little
great.
owl has been the companion of a goddess and the patron of a city, so don't let the word little fool you. This icon of wisdom sat on Athena's blind side, illuminating what even a goddess could not see. Athena, Greek goddess of wisdom, knew that being wise requires us to acknowledge our own weaknesses, to understand that even goddesses are not all-knowing. Blindness in and of itself is not a fault. Failure comes from refusing to call on those who will help you understand the whole. Little owl sees what you cannot. Call on her when you're ready to listen.
Mm.
That's nice. I
That's a little bit of a
love the
reminder that
imagery.
while you're working through that process, you also need to be paying attention. All right.
And I just wanted to look it up because the name is funny. But,
You're in the garbage pail, kid.
So this is another 7. 7 of kerns. 7 of coins.
You get it? The Seven of Kerns.
CD Sydney. So you've got CD Sydney here, and she's planting and
hilarious.
working and tilling and probably fertilizing and doing everything else.
Well,
What
she's
if-
not fertilizing.
Huh?
Just kidding. Go ahead.
What? Whatever you're working on, continue to give it the attention and work, and it will be prosperous. More of probably like something
Stopped
with
one
work.
glass ago.
I feel like this is something that would be like a work project, something like that.
What's the number?
7.
So you had two
coins.
sevens.
So 2 sevens in the read.
No number.
No number.
Mine was
That's
13.
Okay.
Mine's on page
So
24. Let me.
Well, I mean, if you bump those down into numerological, you have a 4 and 2 sevens. Those are all high end of their like high vibrational, high like I don't want to say angelic because I just don't like that.
Who is next? So I know who to think
Who
of.
is next?
Joy.
Joy.
Ooh,
Oh.
Joy's next. Okay.
Madame Purcell.
How did this? Oh, it's really.
Did it go to sleep?
No, it decided it wanted to update the app.
Are we doing Madame Hawk?
Can't read chat right now for just a moment, y'all, but we're gonna go on with Joy.
Joy, you're right. It says paranormal witch. My laughter is so
All right.
great.
Alright, so Joy for
It's
this
great.
got the Hazel card.
Hazel.
Alright, so Hazel embodies many talents: poetry, divination, and the powers of meditation. Through the guidance of this card, these talents can also be channeled for creative energies, especially that which allows you to inspire or increase these capacities among others. This doesn't sound like Joy at all. Through your work, interests, and pursuits, Hazel, in fact, allows you to be a catalyst or transformer, working through the promptings of intuition to bring ideas to the surface.
Doesn't sound like Joy.
Doesn't
I
sound like
know.
Joy at all. What are these cards thinking?
Right, Cartman. This is also a very appropriate card, I think, for Joy right now. The Magician.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this is one of my favorite cards ever.
That's an interesting card.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I didn't put her card up, did I?
Oh, you did.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
I'm sorry. Let me
It's
show that
alright.
first one.
Oh, look, it's right here.
I'm gonna say Joy knows what the hazel is.
Yeah.
She does.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's good on that one.
Okay.
I'll put it up.
But the magician, if you know, the magician is my favorite card, alongside the high priestess. So the magician is all about the actual manifestation of things, right? You're actually doing the magic in this card. You have access to all of the elements, which is also making sense considering you just completed all of the elements. And we're getting ready to go into spirit. So the magician is like, make the shit, do the shit, and that's exactly what Joy is doing right now.
Funny, mine kind of goes with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the magician really is about that. Actually, you know, whatever you've been working on, it's time to actually manifest it. And we've actually been talking about that for ourselves lately. We talk about a lot of shit. Let's, you know, we want to hang something, go freaking hang it. We want to go out to a store, go to the freaking store. You want to go to Lynn, whatever it is, manifest it, make it happen. So Joy got the magician from the Sugar Skull Tarot.
This is an interesting card.
Move.
Ooh, what is it?
Sea Eagle. Renew your life.
Nice.
I think Joy's been talking about that lately too. That whole doing her own thing and renewing things through different avenues.
A medieval tale teaches that when Old Eagle can no longer spot pike jumping in the sea, when her wings feel heavy and slow, she remembers the lore of reincarnation. This mystery is passed down to those of her kind who, as fledglings, are strong enough to look straight into the fiery sun. As the ancient knowing rises in her soul, Eagle finds a well of clear, clean water. With that well as her tether to the earth, she leaps skyward and sunward, flying up till her feathers sear and the fog is burned from her eyes. Then she plummets back to earth into the depths of the well's water, emerging renewed. Eagle reminds us that life moves in cycles. When you get tired and burnt out, draw on the wisdom of your soul to find renewal.
I like that.
These cards are freaking
Very Phoenix-like.
amazing.
Yeah, it's very Phoenix-like.
$3.
Shut up.
And I just want to see who yours is, what the name is.
$3.
Joy.
Oh, that's when you got.
That was $5
Yeah.
at the whatchamacallit place.
That's incredible.
Yeah, they're used.
I want to see the name. Just
Work.
oh. Hot Rod. That's all I wanted to know. So you got 8 of. Don't let. I can't say the word. Wands. Wands. How do you say it?
That's good.
Wands. Hot Rod. So
It
everything.
just says ones, like the ace of wands.
You've got some things that you're passionate about, and you're
It's not the
bringing
one of
them down
wands.
and bringing them down
Sir.
to fruition. What I get with this, one thing I know is the classes that I love,
Yes.
but you're not bringing them down like unplanned. You're passionate, but you're bringing them into manifestation and being. So keep hot rodding, man.
Hell
That
yeah.
dog was a fairy.
That was probably the dog.
I dated somebody named Hot Rod. I'm just kidding.
Alright, who's next?
It was neither hot nor a rod.
Who is next on our list here?
Who
Not
is
you.
next?
Extraordinary
Alright.
is next.
Extraordinary.
Extraordinary. What do we got for her?
Oh,
Whoops.
oops.
There it is.
Alright, so I got Hawthorne for you. Extraordinary. Let me look this up.
Something extraordinary, something real. Live my life. Okay, I hate it.
Okay, so Hawthorne represents cleansing and chastity, bringing protection from the inner magical realms. In other words, a period of restraint, waiting, or keeping oneself to oneself. Concentrate on mental rather than physical activity as a prelude to the spiritual fertilization, growth, and harvesting that will follow. Providing such preparation has been properly made as the pure white flowers of the hawthorn turn to glowing red haws in the autumn.
Interesting.
Let me show her card. Sorry. This is for extraordinary.
Extraordinary. Extraordinary. You're going to need to correct us. Is it just extraordinary or
I think they
extraordinary?
did up in the
Oh,
up further.
so I just wasn't paying attention. My bad.
They also said can call me extra Owari or Tay, I think, if it's easier.
The next card that I pulled would be the Hierophant. So this goes very much in line with everything that's happening in the read so far. Hierophant is about being a teacher but also being a learner at the same time, and often comes up when there is a revelation that's coming to you, or something big that's really going to require either teaching or learning. So judging by the previous card, I would say this is going to be a learning moment where you need to go inside and kind of let things muster. What's the word? Not muster. Percolate for a little bit.
That's what I was thinking.
And then when it come out of it, you're going to have a new learning aspect or a whole new process part to your thing. So, thank you. That is the Hierophant for Extraordinary.
We have Orca. Dive under the surface.
I've got to get this deck for myself. I love these images.
Yeah, I need that too.
Right?
That's nice.
That is awesome.
You can use it, Brad.
When you look at the ocean or the surface of a lake, the first thing you see is a reflection of the sky. The water surface is a mirror hiding the depths. When you dive deep, you discover there are worlds within worlds below that mirror surface. Underwater is its own magical kingdom, a world filled with love and song and family. In the language of the illumination of the Pacific Northwest, the word for orca translates as the people beneath the sea. Orca holds up a mirror,
Didn't know that.
showing us another possible world, one with different ways of communicating and creating family. Orca asks, what is possible when you dive under the surface? Are there other ways to live and be? Can you create an alternate world for yourself? Damn,
Very
that's
Yeah.
deep as hell.
The
Right?
cards
No
are
pun
so
intended.
I'm going
I
to
like
see
it.
her name. So you got, for me, 10 of wands. Wands? I hate this word. Why do I keep pulling it?
It's alright. None of us can talk right, so it doesn't matter.
Just call them sticks.
Yes.
Sticks.
I mean, that's-
Oh, I like that. Sticks. I can do sticks. So 10 of sticks. Many Lenny. He's carrying a lot of wood. So you got a lot going on, maybe mentally, a lot of ideas, thoughts, maybe in your mind. Just like Many Lenny, he's got them bundled. He's put them together.
It's a bundle of sticks.
He's able to bring them out and focus one at a time. So try not to be overwhelmed. When you feel that way, when you have a lot of stuff going through your head, bundle that stuff up and just, what do you need to think about right now? And that is from Mini Lenny. He got like 10 heads too. I didn't see that. I love these cards. These are fun.
My stomach hurts. Extraordinary. I hope that makes sense to you. Because I don't know if it makes sense to me.
Go deep. Look under the surface.
Have many heads.
Concentrate on one thing at a time.
Carry a lot of sticks.
Into the depths, you must.
Get many sticks to beat many things with.
Yes.
And bundle those sticks.
Yes.
Bundle those sticks so when you beat those things, it's harder to break your sticks.
Oh, these poor new people.
I'm just catching up.
Lord mercy.
I did not take my meds this morning, so that's probably why I'm a little.
I took my
I am
meds.
glad you're
I
enjoying
drank
this.
on an empty
You are
stomach.
welcome, extraordinary. We try to have fun while we're doing
I'm
it
just
too.
quite insane.
You know.
Well, we all are, but that's besides the point. Alright, who's next?
Next is Paranormal Witch.
Ooh, PW in house. What's it all
Our
about?
resident
Pull our cards, let's
moderator
sit stuff down.
extraordinaire.
Alright.
Yeah.
Now, Paranormal got Hawthorne as well, and I shuffled this really good.
Ooh, let me show you.
So,
Alfie.
let me reread that, because I know it's go
Let me show you.
and whatnot, but... Oop. And we have a
That
jumper!
already happened.
We have a jumper.
We have a jumper!
Ooh.
We got two jumpers.
Oh, we're not doing that right today. Alright, where's my... page. They're too quick. Alright, so the hawthorn, once again, represents cleansing and chastity, bringing protection from the inner magical realms. In other words, a period of restraint. Waiting or keeping oneself to oneself. Concentrate on mental rather than physical activity as a prelude to the spiritual fertilization, growth, and harvesting that will follow. Providing such preparation has been properly made as the pure white flowers of the hawthorn turn to glowing red haws in the autumn. So I think this fits really well for her because she needs to be concentrating on certain things right now and
Very much.
her own life and not worrying about other
Things.
craziness going
Anything.
on. Yes.
And it's going to go very well with the Emperor, too. So your Emperor is telling you you need to do something with organization and settling and grounding and putting things in a row. So from a perspective of everything that we know is going on, we can't separate that in the existence of what we're reading in the card. So to me, your Emperor is telling you something that you already know. You have a lot going on. I know you've got kids and all these things that are happening and that are going on for you. The Emperor is like, all of those things are able to be handled. You can manage all of those things, but you have to have them in priority order and organized, because knowing right now that doing certain things is going to have a much bigger benefit in the long run. So Emperor is all about that, ultimate executor of the decision. It takes all of the information that he or she knows from everything that's around him, puts it into one and says, okay, well, here's what we're going to do. Stick to it. Which, by the way, I'm just going to throw out there, your tenacity and continuing to do things despite difficulty is amazing.
And to keep going. Can
Keep
I
fucking
show a
going.
cuss word on there? I don't know if I can turn my...
Yes, you can show a cuss word.
So that's what, can you say? So see my lost causes, and you just keep doing this, paranormal witch. Keep fucking going.
Yeah! You!
And you do.
I've drawn Red Fox. Shapeshift.
Ooh.
That's my petite squealing. I can hear her now.
Despite being a redhead,
That's beautiful. Tattoo.
Fox understands the subtleties of camouflage. One moment she seems to be a small dog, the next a log, and then she'll move gracefully as a cat. They are like that. In Asia, she's been seen wearing the face of a beautiful woman and sometimes of an old man. Fox is said to gain a tail as she masters her magic. A fox with 9 tails knows many things, including invisibility and the art of shape-shifting.
That's awesome.
Fox is a starlet turned spy, ready to stand out or blend in, and having the wisdom to know which is needed. Fox teaches that your exterior is an ever-changeable illusion. If she has appeared, see if it's time for a shift, or if perhaps someone is being shifty with you.
I'm being shifty all the time.
Now I'm just
Oh,
thinking
that's-
of that song.
That's good.
That's a
That-
beautiful
video
card.
of the song,
Look at that.
but instead of
That's
log,
just
it's
beautiful.
They are cat dogs.
It's
Troy,
there.
they're cat dogs.
Cat dog.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I've got to
No,
stop.
Let's
we're
see,
little
Miss
cat dogs.
P-Dubs. Let's see what I'm going to pull for you today. Will you be Manny Lanny? What was the other one I put? Hot Rod? Or something different. I love the names the garbage pail gets in here. What does she need to know? Oh, that's something fell. Alright.
There's one card that won't go in, and it just prevents the whole deck from closing. Very
Yeah.
frustrating.
That's, ooh, that's kind of cool. Oh,
Mom,
Yes.
when are we letting chihuahuas out?
Very soon. We got
Very
one more
soon, I
person
like.
left here.
I want to see what the name of this one is. Oh, Page of Kerns. I'll be back here.
And Page of Kerns.
Page of Kerns.
Got some Kerns.
What?
It's so weird. That's what the name of the deck. The name of the suit is the Kerns.
Like Quankers?
I get
Fox means changes, but also adaptability and knowing how
Right, I
to
forgot the
go
name.
with it.
I forgot the name that quick. Okay, you got Page of Sticks. I can't stand this thing. Page of Sticks, and your character.
Can't stand you either.
Your character is Potato Chip, and Potato Chip, you know, has started something new. He is working on a project.
I don't remember that one.
And, what? Oh.
I just like the name.
Oh. You go and, you know, Potato Chip, he's starting something new. He's very inspired to do something. So keep on, keep starting a new journey. Or a new project, or learning about something new, or trying something new. Be like Potato Chip and keep going. Even though he doesn't know a lot about it yet, he's learning.
For the novelty.
He is able, as you are able, to master and conquer anything you put your mind to.
And maybe that.
So be like Potato Chip
And this is why I'm not allowed.
and keep freaking going. So this was a
Yeah.
page. So
Do it.
What did you get? Like from the regular tarot for her? Sorry, everybody. So she got the page
I don't remember.
of sticks. Oh, sorry, I took it off screen.
I already forgot.
Forgot what?
What card I pulled.
So
The
keep
Emperor.
on going with it.
Was it Emperor?
Emperor.
You will learn
Yeah.
and you will conquer it.
And
I wasn't sure if that was
the
last
exact
one.
You like
stuff I
potato
told her
chip.
the other day that she
Blurring together. It was
The
Emperor.
Emperor was my other card.
Ah,
So send Darth Vader to hit things with sticks.
Sure, why not?
Twiggy! Ooh!
Ultra
Twiggy,
Flip
that's
Flop.
funny. I like it. I like Twiggy Extraordinary. I'm doing that right now. You're right. Yeah, Emperor. Yes, you are.
Who is next?
Is there anybody next? Or is
Why
that-
so serious?
Ooh.
So
Why
put your
so
hands up
serious?
if you are wrong. Oh, you da, da, da,
Why so
I will
serious?
never,
I was
never
thinking
be
more the Joker,
anything.
Yeah.
but you know.
Heath Ledger's
I was thinking pink.
And we have the ash tree for why so serious.
The scroll, how graceful, how plainly it is speaking.
It's funny, like every single one of these has been from the beginning of the book.
Hey, that helps when you're looking them up,
It
right?
does.
Yes, it does.
Ah. Shuffle those.
Alright, so the ash tree. Since the ash itself carries keys, choosing this card is a key to a more universal comprehension of how all things are linked. Everything being connected, earthy and spiritual, yourself and the cosmos, the lowest and the highest. Your deeds form part of a far greater, even endless chain of events, and your own inner pathways have their reaction in the outer world. Looking at your life in this wider context and being aware of yourself linked to and being part of a larger pattern or system will bring enhanced understanding to your particular problem or specific questions. So, become more connected with everything, apparently.
Yes, and why so serious? The moon goes right along with that. When you become more connected, the things that are difficult to see become brighter, and the contrast increases. So this would be the moving in from like the first quarter into the full moon. Things are becoming brighter and more clearly for you to see, and you're going to do that through expanding on your magic life and your magic world. The moon often comes up in a reading for me when it's trying to tell you to look at everything that's in between the things that you're focused on, meaning you're probably focusing on some of the wrong things. So look at the little pieces that are in between that are harder to see, but they probably have more meaning for you.
Let me show her the card.
I'm trying not to move so I don't squeak. It's not working.
I thought you were supposed to be squeaky silence today, not him.
Yeah, you're definitely not holding up my end of the bargain here.
This is the moon.
La Luna.
Hello. La Llorona.
La Llorona.
Oh look, I'm the Grove again.
Go figure. You pulling for yourself?
Just one.
Blue damselfly. Commune with nature.
She's pretty.
Hmm.
All these cards are beautiful.
Damselfly is a creature of water and sunlight. Her rainbow wings moving faster than the human eye can follow. Only partially of this mortal realm, Damselfly can lead you to the oh lord, what's that word? Interstitial?
Probably.
Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. Spaces where magic lives and the earth elementals dance, showing you the rich complexity that exists and even the smallest patch of the natural world. Look to these tiny beings to being seduced so you can fall in love again with the wonder of life and being alive. When you release the illusions woven by culture and civilization, you'll find your own effervescence and iridescence. What's real? Blue Damselfly asked, and what do you want to be real?
That's such a pretty card. I can't get over that.
For reals.
Let's see what my little. Where's my little baby? For you.
Probably a 1.
It is a stick.
Sticks like him today
Twiggies.
because he can't say it.
Ooh.
You can't say wand.
Yep, that's why they like him.
What is this called? Oliver Twisted. Ooh, I like that. I might change my magical
seems-
name. Some Twisted. Oliver Twisted.
I can't.
All right. You might be starting out on a new project, endeavor, idea. Make sure to balance what you think with some research, your intuition, and there might be a partner in there for you. So pay attention for the opportunity to work with somebody on a new venture while you're keeping balanced. Don't be like me where I just jump into things after reading a book or a couple of articles.
Go look at our craft room.
I'm too fire. I just jump in. Too fire and no earth, I think, for me.
Awesome.
Oliver Twisted.
Oliver Twisted.
He's working
So-
it. He's able to walk across that water on some stilts, some sort. He's got a whole bunch of things hanging off his staffs, but he's able to do it.
So do you want to answer, well, first of all, why so serious? Hopefully that helped you out a little bit and gave you some insight. Extraordinary, asking about the moon card insight on the crab and lobster. There's a lot of things into the symbology, if that's a word, of
Symbology.
the symbology.
The word
ology
you're
of
looking
symbol.
for is
Symbolism.
I don't know. Symbolism would manifest just as like the ism of the symbol, but the ology would be the study, right?
I would say it is, but I'm not even sure anymore.
Symbology is not a word.
I'm gonna look
but
it
it
up.
is now.
I'm gonna look it up.
It is since Boondock Saints. How about that?
But really, yes, cancer the crab, but also with the crab, it represents the ability to molt, the ability of a crustacean to grow through shedding the previousness of itself, right? So it often reflects a lot of change, and of course, it is a sign of Cancer. But yeah, so it is definitely a representation of Cancer, a representation of different things, and in some tarot, you'll see you won't see crustacean. You'll see some other type of animal that also sheds its skin, like a snake or a spider, even when it comes to the moon. But yeah,
Yeah, but crabs are better because you can pinch things.
But they're
Snakes
really
and spiders
soft,
can bite things.
Yeah, but that's bite.
gooey, and
They only have
vulnerable,
one
and they have to
mouth to bite.
hide until they get their shell again.
yeah.
Poor
They-
things.
And that's where the Cancer representation comes in.
Crabs got
Mhm.
big balls.
After the molting, there's some vulnerability there.
Same with scorpions and tarantulas. And
Yeah. Scorpions
Anything,
I've seen
really.
in Moon Card before too. So that was it for anybody we missed. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. That was 5 readings. There's 7 in chat. There might be a couple of us in there probably, but
Yeah.
just want to make sure we didn't miss anybody. So we'll move to Rook's favorite part,
My favorite part of the whole show, the
and
whole
then we
podcast.
will work hop
I
into
love
some other
these.
things.
These are cool cards.
I am going to.
I'm going to be ready. Maybe.
These cards are awesome. Thank you.
All right, so my eyes don't work as well as I thought they would. I'm looking for something and I can't see the icon, so I'm just like clicking everything. I don't mean Streamlabs. And I just hit it twice in a row.
Ooh, crabs are the best.
There we are.
they're delicious too.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
delicious.
I got red claw crabs recently. I put them in my tank to see if I can get them to clean up and do some stuff, and they keep crawling out and falling on the floor. The cats are playing with them.
Here's the Discord. If you guys don't have it, this is where we do the after show. Okay, I can't see it far enough away to do it, so I'm going to do Control V.
There you go.
So if you're not in, you can go in there. You can join voice or voice and video. We'll talk usually for about 30 minutes to an hour just about general stuff, and we can start doing other things, but we can hang out if you want. So step into that, please. And what were you just saying?
Yeah, crabs.
I have red claw
Oh,
crabs.
we got emerald crabs in our saltwater tank, too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, they're assholes.
Victor will eat them.
Mine, no.
I'm just kidding.
They have to be big enough.
They only get 2.5 inches.
Oh, no, I need them bigger than that.
Yeah, I figured.
Hey, you hear that, Trav? They have crabs in one of those tanks.
Yes, extraordinary. Your 4 decks are the Celtic Tree Oracle, which is by Liz and Colin Murray. That was the deck that Dragon Dancer was using.
Oh, do you want me to show it here?
You
Show
can.
the cover. I did not show the cover of them. Celtic Tree decks.
That is one that I found at the thrift store, actually. The second deck is the Sugar Skull Tarot deck and guidebook by David A. Ross and Carolina Martinez. Now, I will tell you, the book is purchased separately. It is really nice, but it makes it expensive. Because you can actually have a companion book. Tina was reading from the Nutella. Tarot.
Yes.
Kidding. All right.
The Illustrated Bestiary Oracle cards by Maya Toll is the ones that I was reading because me and animals, we're that way.
This deck, the imagery on the cards is just freaking amazing on every card.
Another thrift store find.
And it's Illustrated Bestiary.
Meanwhile, I'm over here actually eating cardamom pods.
Why?
I like them.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The imagery on this is
They're really good at
beautiful.
coffee.
This deck.
Tastes like
And then yours truly was reading from the Garbage Pail Kids official tarot deck and guidance book. And this deck is a lot of fun. And it's worth it just to see the names of the people on the cards, the players. This is a really
as
fun
soon as I
deck.
knew those existed, I literally was on the pre-order for like a year and a half for that deck.
Really cool.
And it's neat too because like I saw all of a sudden like people posting that I admire like in the community, like authors posting about them getting a copy of it. Like Matt Aron was posting, like, holy shit, I have it too. Like we're now brothers. Like nobody just buys the Garbage Pail Kids.
There is a Guillermo del Toro deck that I want really bad.
Is that a Sugar Skull based one?
No. It's
Oh.
horror based.
Oh.
Oh. Yes.
Where's my phone? I'm going to have to look that up. I don't know how I didn't connect that real quick. All right, Rook, I'm getting there.
So let's get
Go
it up.
ahead.
All right. Please check
That's
all
all
of
he cares about.
Please check out all of these awesome creators, witches, bitches, and wonderfuls. Addie Estate on Twitch and Instagram, Mr. Malice with an I on YouTube, and Addie Estate on Facebook and Twitter. It has all things a podcast and different podcasts, and now on Friday nights.
It's
and-
Friday nights, 8 o'clock, Left Hand Path, among other things.
Yeah.
Goth culture, goth stuff.
From the Cauldron
Goth
Witch on
stuff.
Instagram, and from the Cauldron Witch
Aesthetic.
Tarot on Instagram. This is Steph, as you all know her, and she does the most awesome tarot reads, and that's all what she does for her Sunday Instagram tarot read podcast. It is awesome. Paranormal Witch on YouTube and Lady Rose 819 on Instagram. Paranormal Witch writes awesome blogs, and she's working on getting them onto a YouTube platform. Unexplained Possibilities on YouTube and Unexplained Possibilities on Instagram. Mel was in, and he does interviews and podcasts
I've seen
about
those before.
everything unexplained.
Last year.
A variety of
Look it up.
topics. Awesome. You will enjoy any of them you watch with Unexplained Possibilities. Ziggy Dreadful on Twitch streams games. She's awesome. She's fun, as does Maeve Thel. And we are the two Pondering Pagans on YouTube and Facebook. Two Pondering Pagans on Twitter. I'm Rook Tempest on YouTube. I don't have any videos yet, but I will be working on that. And Rook_Tempest on Instagram. And back there in the middle of the table is Mystic Salann on Twitch and Salann Tallman on YouTube.
Yay. Anybody else want to share any of their access if you want to?
Oh yeah, we gotta update anybody's. If y'all have
Like,
it.
no, I know where I'm at.
Okay.
That's fine.
I don't interact.
I interact, but I don't really have my own thing there.
I'm like I'm a non-active VTuber, so that's why work
All
is
right.
taking precedence.
Well, Joy, good timing because we are done for the day. So thank you guys for joining. We appreciate your time on a Sunday afternoon. And if you want to hop into the Discord, you can go ahead and do that. We'll be there shortly as we figure out what we're going to do for the rest of the afternoon. So thanks. Love you all.
Thank you for hanging out.
Deuces.